Hey, everybody, I'm Jesse,
And I'm Roman.
and this is Boring Conversation.
Welcome to Boring Conversation, a Malifaux podcast.
All right, and welcome back, everybody. So, today we are streaming yet another game, and this time I'm actually putting some effort into making it look decent for the YouTubes. So, would greatly appreciate any feedback that folks can give us on the kind of final quality of the stream. Hopefully, it makes it a little bit more enjoyable for folks. There's not going to be as much tabbing between windows, and I even stuck our little logo right in the middle between the players' hand areas, which is pretty cool. So here's to hoping all that effort was actually worth it, and I will wait to find out in post, as it were. So with all that, I actually have a new guest for a game today. Roman, I am extremely excited to have you on a game stream. So what's up, dude?
Well, it's been a pretty good week, other than I tweaked my neck a while ago, and that's making my shoulder angry. But other than that, life's pretty good.
Just in time
nice
for, doing something that you're going to be sitting at a desk, moving your shoulder and elbow and arm around for the next couple hours. Great,
Oh,
right?
it's fine. I can. It's a standing desk. I can stand up if I need to.
Fantastic. So if we ever have to take a bit of a break so that Roman can adjust the height of his desk, well, we'll let you guys
Oh
know.
no, won't even have to. I press a button and it
Oh,
goes.
you push a button. It's very fancy.
Mhm.
It's so fancy. So, Roman, this is actually our second game ever, is it not?
It is.
It is. So we got a chance to meet and play a game against each other at the Nova Open. Had a blast. It was a pretty wild game. We don't need to get into that right now, but I'm very much looking forward to meeting you on the table once again, sir. So
Likewise,
today,
I'm hoping to
go ahead.
give you a better back and forth on this one. 'Cause while that was a blast, that was definitely one where I was like, this was either going to go one way real hard or the other way real hard, and it's going to do it fast.
And that's what happened. So there we
Yep.
go. We'll leave that to everybody to listen to on the Nova Recap app that I decided not to record because I couldn't bring myself to record with two or three other people and talk about like 10 different games and fit it all into one episode because it's not really that fun to listen to. So instead, we're going to actually play another game. That way you guys can take part. How about that?
Yeah.
So today we are actually going to be playing the third round of the very soon to be upcoming Lonestar Fauxdown. It's actually just going to be in a couple of weeks, hosted by Doug over in Houston, Texas. I'm going to be attending that event. It's the first. It's really, I mean, Nova was kind of like the first time that I've traveled anywhere as a player at a large event. This will be the second one, so really looking forward to meeting a bunch of people who maybe even couldn't have attended Nova. There's a very different crowd that's going to be there, and being able to kind of expand my experience across different metas, different play styles, so on and so forth is going to be a lot of fun. Roman actually chose the round that we're going to be practicing, so this is Houston round 3. And it's going to be Carve a Path in corner deployment, 50 soul stones, of course. All the Houston rounds are going to be played with the band's 1 special rule. And then the scheme pool is going to be Vendetta, spread them out, load them up, set the trap, and in your face. Another thing that is a little bit different about the Houston event is that it is going to be mandatory clocks for anybody who has a winning record after round 1, I think it is. So no clocks for round 1, but then on each subsequent round, anybody who has more wins than losses has to use a clock. I am going to keep track of time using the in-game vassal clock here. We're not going to be using it as like a binding thing, but mostly just to help get me a little bit more practice and keep us on track. I'll do my best to try and make sure I switch the clocks back and 4th. We are actually going to be playing. I declared 10 Thunders, and Roman declared Explorer Society. So, Roman, why don't you tell the good folks who you're going to be bringing and what your crew looks like?
All right. I brought McCabe because in Corner Carve, you want to be fast and be able to push things multiple times in an activation if possible. Also, side point, I picked this round because my theory when prepping for a tournament is to basically overplay the last rounds of each day. Because that's when your brain's going to be the most fried. You want to have that on more or less just that I know what I'm doing. My plan is in my head. Any leftover brain can be adjusting to things I wasn't expecting.
Yeah, that's a great plan. I actually hadn't even really thought about that, but yeah, that's a very good point.
Yep. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I'm going to keep telling myself it works more often than it doesn't, but I haven't actually tracked that number.
Awesome.
Yeah,
And
so
just
I
for the
went
good
McCabe.
folks out there, before Roman goes over his list, I should mention the bans that we chose. I decided to ban DUA, mostly so that I wouldn't have to worry about Roman taking Jin Bakara. That was pretty much the only thing I was concerned about. And then Roman banned Last Blossom. So what was your thought process with that ban, Roman?
I honestly didn't check to see if this was singles or not, but I was like, I've had a second master Misaki just running at my face one too many times, and if I can
Yeah.
turn that off, I will.
Yeah, it is not singles,
I know there's
incidentally. So there you go.
okay, so good choice there. Yeah, and my other general go-to on Thunders is Monk, just so you don't get that low river healer, but
yeah.
it's like you got Tanuki. If you want a healer, you're getting it. So
Yeah.
I wasn't too worried about that one. I was like, turn off Misaki, turn off, I don't know, maybe a possible out of keyword, not Katashiro,
Minako Ray.
Ninja Vanish guys.
Oh,
I-
Torikage, yeah.
Yeah, can't turn off Minako. She's versatile.
She's
but
versatile, right.
yeah,
But by turning off Last Blossom, you do turn off a Toto so that I don't have good access to shadow markers, and I can't do like the Minako Ray like boyfriend girlfriend team with those two.
yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of steam powered scoundrels, by the way, I don't know if it's an actual thing in the lore, but I think that they're probably a ship. You're welcome, Victoria.
I could totally see that. We should definitely bring that up.
We should. He's he's that strong brooding type, and Minako Ray is another strong brooding type. So I bet they would have some real deep conversations just sitting across the room, staring at each other and brooding.
Yeah, just quietly sipping tea and or sake or whatever. Just
Yes. Speaking of sipping tea and sake, we should mention what we're drinking because I usually do that first, and we kind of skipped it. So I am not indeed drinking an alcoholic beverage today, just because I just don't want to. I'm not really in the mood. I'm kind of tired. So I opted for a cold brew coffee with some sweetened condensed milk in it. Here we go.
nice. I am also doing a coffee because I've had a very busy yesterday and kind of a lazy today, but my brain was kind of like, I am not all the way there. Please give me some caffeine. But then I was like, I'm going on boring conversation. I should Irish this up a little bit. So there's a good amount of Baileys in there.
Fantastic. I just realized that I've made a bit of a mistake in that I picked a glass or a metal straw with a glass mason jar. So it's going to be a little clanky from time to time. Sorry, y'all. It's just the way it is. So now that we've diverted twice before I actually let you finish saying what I told you should say, tell us what you took for a crew.
So yeah, I brought Lucas McCabe, opted for Tomb Delver because I really like the different bit of kit he brings to the crew. If I knew library maybe a little bit better, I maybe would have brought Horse McCabe just because extra speed in this, I could run circles around you potentially, but I think this McCabe, for me at least, is more flexible in what I need him to do and in not dying.
Yeah, I think that's probably a smart move. especially because you have access to some other pretty fast models, which you, well, took a few of. So tell us the rest of what you got.
Of course, Luna's there. We have Sadir hanging out, always known for his speed is Sadir. Um, no, we do have Desper, though, known for their speed. I will refer to Desper as a she repeatedly just because I have her uh, modeled as a woman to fit the theme of my actual painted crew. So if anybody's wondering, that's why. We also have both Rough Riders, who I will be using as the Ramones because those are also the models I'm used to seeing on the table. One Huckster and Vernon and Wells because real fast crew. Leaves me with 5 stones, and I titled this, It's Not the Years, Honey, It's the Mileage.
Yeah, very fast crew. I was expecting like a Huckster almost for sure. I definitely wasn't expecting a Huckster plus 2 Rough Riders plus Vernon and Wells plus Desper. So it is going to be very difficult for me to tie down your models. And I think that the Tomb Delver McCabe was definitely the right call because I think he's the version that has the chops to kind of stand up to the middle with Linh Ly Storyteller, which, spoiler alert, is what I took. Yeah, definitely the right call, and I think you had enough other fast, sort of schemy models that you probably didn't need McCabe 1. Hey, there's one of those great super loud motorcycles. Oh, there's a bunch of them. This is awesome.
Oh, nice. That'll be great. Yeah, no, I honestly, I end up taking Tomb Delver, I think, a little more often than Horse Cabe at this point. Just because, like, Tomb Delver brings more to the keyword that it can't get easily elsewhere.
Yeah.
In that still fairly mobile, fairly utility, but also tanky beater. I think if we get another, enforcer tanky beater or something to this crew, I'll be able to throw in Horse Cabe a little more often. But this I think makes for a better balanced crew without having to go more outside a keyword or more versatile, etc.
Yeah, and explorers aren't really known for their out of keyword or versatile like beater tanky type models. Most of the stuff that you could take is going to fill sort of the same role as some of the other models that you took, like your botanists. And I mean, the emissary is great, but like he doesn't, he's still min 2. He can hit pretty hard if he gets the moderate or severe, but yeah, he's not bringing the beats.
Versus in Thunders, you have 2 min 3 dragons, you have all the samurai, you got options in Thunders.
Spoiled for beaters in Thunders. Spoiled for him. Yeah, so I took Linh Ly Storyteller, Linh Ly 2, as the folks say. Jade Rabbit. Did not put Silent Protector on Jade Rabbit this time, which is something I've been doing kind of a lot lately. Just because I needed the stones with the other stuff I was going to be bringing. I did take all 3 stories. That would be Tan Gyeong, Sun Wukong, and Raijin. I took Mutt Map, Paper Tiger, and Bookkeeper. The Paper Tiger and Bookkeeper are kind of like flex models for me. I don't really bring them all the time, and very rarely do I bring a Bookkeeper with Lin 2. This pool I felt was probably going to be the one that I'd want to consider it with. And it does, bring a little bit of extra, card draw and deck stacking. I was a bit concerned that if I took Mia, she was just going to end up getting murked. And even though they're the same cost, it would still feel kind of bad. So I didn't take her. I've had mixed results with her recently anyway. So I'm on the fence about her right now. I was originally a huge Mia fan in this crew, but yeah. Anyway,
I would
that's
almost wonder how much of that is people are going, oh, that has witness on it. It needs to die.
Yeah. It's weird. Well, this is kind of a topic for a whole nother episode. I'm sure I'll end up doing a Red Library deep dive at some point. I know we did the overview with you and your crew, but now that I've gotten some more reps in with them, I've found that like Mia does have some cool tech. The Stat 5 Jinx is kind of annoying. And sometimes she just kind of has do nothing activations. She also, because of the way that her front of card works, like it dictates the activation order to make use of those abilities in a way that I don't always love. She does draw some cards, but the card draw that she gives you isn't always the most useful, because if you use it kind of in the middle of the turn when you've already used a bunch of good cards and you end up drawing 2 kind of middling to crummy cards and then still have to put 2 cards back on top of your deck, like it's not. Yeah, anyway. that's a whole nother conversation, and a boring one at that. So that's my crew. I ended up taking, I have a 5 stone cache. I didn't quite catch how many you had, Roman.
Also 5.
Also 5. And then I have 8 models, as I believe you do. So no pass tokens this game, right?
I believe so, yes.
All right, cool. So before we start getting models out, we did already kind of pregame a little bit and talked about how the terrain was going to work. Just kind of giving a brief overview for any of the folks watching from home. Forests are, as they typically are, severe, dense, concealing. The fog banks are just concealing and dense, but not severe. Buildings, of course, are height as marked and impassable. There is a height 0 severe terrain little crater-looking thing over here. Cactuses are... we didn't actually define what the cactuses were. We just said hazardous. Are they, like, hazardous severe? Are they just hazardous? What are we doing with those?
I could see hazardous severe.
Okay.
That sounds good.
That makes sense. So just hazardous severe, but no concealing. No dents, nothing like that. The barbed wire is the same thing. That's just going to be regular old hazardous. And then all the boxes, barrels, and barbed wire are going to be height as marked, blocking, climbable, and destructible. The big hill on the bottom left corner of the screen there is going to be height as marked, and you have to be fully on the hill in order to see over it. Otherwise, it's height 2 and blocks as normal. I guess we would probably call it blocking so that it casts a shadow, right?
Yeah, generally.
Yeah.
Also,
okay.
I just realized these fog blanks have a height, and there's no reason for that.
Yeah. I guess you're right. Yeah. Interesting.
Works the same either way. That's just amusing to me.
Yeah, for sure. All right, cool. Well, I have all my models in my sideboard, so I'm going to start pulling them out. The app shows you as the attacker, so you can go ahead and select your deployment zone.
Alrighty. Pull up ye old corner. Go there. That could be interesting. Oh, wrong thing. There we go. I think I'm going to take that lower right corner.
Okay, sounds good. So you can go ahead and split your crew. And while you're doing that, have you ever played against Red Library before, Roman?
Not since they went public.
Okay. Do you have any questions about the crew or anything you might need the blanks filled in for?
I guess the question I would ask here is more for the viewers. What, as a library player, would you suggest people be asking or wondering about?
Yeah, for sure. I guess that's a being that we're not just playing a game and we're actually recording it for posterity. That's the better way to go about it. So big ones as watchouts when playing against the Red Library keyword with Linh Ly 2. Oh, there's my dog saying hi. With Linh Ly 2 are going to be that she does have the same by the book aura that the jury has in Guild. So anytime you cheat within a 6-inch aura of her, and that's not just like in opposed duels, it's just anytime a model within that aura cheats, they lose all the suits in their duel total. So that includes anything they stone for, anything that's on the cards, any built-in suits. So that one can be kind of hairy, and it's one of those that sometimes matters a whole lot, because if you even do something like cheat for a simple duel that you need that you have a built-in suit for, you're going to lose the suit and you're probably going to fail the duel as a result. So that can be a little gnarly. The other one is with Linh 2. At the start of her activation, she gets to push up to 2 friendly story models 3 inches in any direction. And actually, it might even be a move now that I think about it. No, it's a push. 3-inch push ignoring other models, and she herself is a story, so she can push herself, which is more often than not what happens. She ends up pushing herself plus one other story to, get inside of an engage range, so that her only having a 1-inch isn't really a downside, which is pretty dope. The other thing with her is that Once per activation, after a friendly story in line of sight damages an enemy model, she heals. And that can be herself, because she, again, herself is a story. Another big watch out with her is that her bonus action is she can target any friendly and heal to and end a condition on them. So since it's not an attack action, she can target herself, and that comes up pretty often. So usually if you're going to be putting any sort of debilitating condition on her, she's going to have the opportunity to remove it before she does anything. Or, she can, reach 10 inches across the board and remove it from another friendly. Those are kind of the big ones.
Section trigger on that too. Unresisted push. Amazing.
Yep. Big unresisted push. 3-inch pulse off of the target. Get a 3-inch push away from it. So that can really mess up positional stuff. And it's a low TN. You only need tome, 6 tome for it. Yeah, so that's pretty easy.
That's basically scatter. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's like a super scatter, but with a long range that also heals and removes conditions. It's pretty good. The other big watch out with the crew is that Story of Tangyong has a once per turn 6-inch aura where he can treat his take the hit as having a 6-inch range instead of a 2-inch range. So that makes it pretty tough to get stuff out of his take the hit aura and gives him a lot of extra mobility too. I would say that those are probably like the real big ones. Story of Raijin's going to put out a lot of simple duels to give out damage and stunned. He does it. He has the same Sound of Thunder ability that the Emissary has. So once per activation after he moves, he pulses out a simple duel that does damage and gives stunned. He also has a shockwave that does damage and gives stunned, and it can actually turn scheme markers into hazardous terrain until the end of the turn, which can catch people off guard.
Right, and that's worded the same way, so it's got to be the first move he makes because it's not a May.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Okay. I think that covers a lot for this crew.
Yeah, I would say that that's probably like the biggest watch outs. There's other incidental stuff that I'll just kind of call out as we go, but those are the things that can kind of warp what your like turn 1 unpack can look like. I think I should be good with your crew. I've played McCabe quite a number of times and used fairly similar crews. So I think I should be good.
Yeah.
I see that you have your split. I am going to say that I'd like to see the Rough Riders half first, please.
I have a Rough Rider in each.
Oh, you do? Oh, the Rough Rider and Vernon and Wells. Sorry.
Okay, cool. So it's not McCabe group.
Not the not McCabe group. That would have been the much easier way to put it.
Who does things the easy way? All right. Let's see here. Not you, Vernon.
I'm occasionally getting what sounds like a garbage disposal in your background, Roman. It's super loud.
That is our friend who just popped in, Togepi.
Sam, you are loud.
For your recording, but you can mute them yourself.
Yes, it will. Yeah, the way that I have OBS set up to capture output is basically anything that comes through my desktop audio. So,
gotcha.
Thank you for muting Sam. Sorry, Sam.
We have, since I have 2 Ramones, they will deploy 2 inches further up than normal, which is nice. We're going to put Sadir, I think. Huckster for
a hot second, I considered actually taking Lust as like a weird tech pick into your crew, just because Lust kind of like punishes the card draw, but I was concerned that depending on how you built out the crew, if you leaned pretty heavily into a couple of the schemes and the strat, which it seems like you did, that most of the models were going to be so spread out that her auras wouldn't really be super effective, and she does have kind of limited range, so she'd probably end up having some lame-o activations where she'd have to like walk and then try and do one thing. So
Yeah,
opted against it at the last minute.
probably a good call, especially on corner. I definitely have played a McCabe crew here and there that got good card draw the whole game, but it's you got to almost build for it and like
Yeah.
really play your positioning for it.
Mhm.
Whereas for me, it's like, you know what? If I can just get essentially a free hand turn 1 for hand sculpting, I'm fine with that. Anything after that's bonus. Cool. That is all of mine.
All right, cool. So
Also,
let's
technically,
see.
we should be putting out our strategy markers.
Oh yeah,
before
we should probably do that before we deploy.
Yep. Starting with you.
We're so good at this game. It starts with me, right?
Yep, starting with defender.
Starting with defender. All right. So let's put up a big old 10-inch aura. Let's see here. All right. That one's going to go right there.
Ready.
Make sure I'm not actually on the center line.
I see your 10-inch aura and activate my own. How do you feel about that? Just a little to the side. Get rid on that line. All right, I think we're good there.
Cool. A little shimmy shimmy. And let's see here. That one is in a crappy place. I guess I could just like push it through there and blow up the destructible. That probably makes sense. Make my life a little bit easier. All right, I'll go there.
Okay. And finally,
Oh, you know what? Actually, I have to move mine. I misread the strat. It doesn't get rid of destructible terrain. It just gets rid of markers. So
yeah. Okay, cool.
I'll have to put mine probably over here. Okay, there we go.
Cool.
Cool.
That's
Now I'll deploy.
so
How about that?
there you go.
Here we
Sounds
go.
good.
All right, cool. So we will put him right about there. We'll put her right about there. We'll put it's a rabbit right about there. We'll put this guy right about there. We'll put kind of jam myself up a little bit here. What do we think? You know what? I could do this, actually. We're going to do shimmy her right about there. She's going to end up having to be towed into the forest just a little bit so that the rabbit can actually get out, which is fine.
The rabbit could just climb over the boxes if you wanted to.
Well, it could, but I'm actually thinking that probably what I'm going to end up doing is... Well, I could destroy them. Okay. I think that what we're actually going to do is we're going to put... Nah, you know what? We're going to do this. That'll be fine. And then we will put... I believe he is unimpeded, but let me actually check my dude. He is unimpeded. That's fantastic. So we're actually going to put Tangyong right there. And... Yep, that's good. And then I just need to check the size of his pulse. It's pretty big. Do that. And we're going to put map there. And we're going to put the bookkeeper. You know what? We'll actually put the bookkeeper right about there. That'll be good. Cool. I'm happy with this. All set.
Wonderful.
Oh, I got to put Raijin out. Not all set. Almost all set.
Well, you know, thunder always comes after lightning.
It's true. So we're going to put Raijin there. We're going to put... Actually, I need the bookkeeper to be seen. So we'll do what I was about to do. Okay, now I'm all set. For real.
All right. We're going to put good girl Luna right there. And we'll put our Ramon about there.
Okay, very good.
Cool. Now I'll take off all my 1-inch shorts.
Awesome. All right. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle.
Should not be slightly stepping on Mr. toes. There we go. Cool.
Cool. I get Arcane Reservoir from the Jade Rabbit, so I'll have a 7-card hand.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to remember to hit the shuffle button like I always forget to whenever I do this.
Yeah.
We just click on the 0 out of 6 for the hand button. Oh, draw hand. There it is.
Yeah,
I
there
know
you go.
they added this.
There's also, if you right-click on the deck, there's a draw multiple cards option. You can do that too.
Okay.
Yep.
Somebody updated the deck art too. Awesome.
Yeah, it's party.
That is pretty.
Cool. You're the attacker, so you would stone first.
I am not gonna.
Okay. I am not gonna. Cool. Awesome. Oh, and one other quick watch out. It's pretty obvious for anybody who looks at any red library card, but just to reiterate, all of the models in my crew, with the exception of the Jade Rabbit, have well-versed. I'll be marking what has used their well-versed with the generic token. So once you see a token, it means they've already used it. And it's once per turn before this model would flip a card. It may look at the top card of its fate deck and discard it. That doesn't have to be in a duel. It can be for healing flips. It can be for damage flips, terrifying checks, basically anything. So there you
Solid.
go. Cool. I am ready to flip for initiative when you are, sir.
Pick schemes first, right?
Oh, yeah, we should do that.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I keep you around.
I occasionally remember things sometimes.
And then let me just take a quick look-see at your crew. We'll do that. Cool. My schemes are declared.
Alrighty.
Now we can hit start game. Well, when you're ready.
Yeah,
And we can
I'm just
actually
thinking
start the game.
between two options.
Yeah, it's a tricky pool, especially against
No,
the crew that you put together. It makes the selection difficult.
Yeah, I also think that corner in general is the hardest to figure out what your schemes should be.
Yeah.
Just because it's wide and it's going to take a while. There's always a chance for everybody to kind of get out of position to where you're expecting them to be before you really get into it. Confirmed.
All right. Start game. Now we're actually in the game. How about that? All right. So I'm ready to flip for initiative when you are.
Let's do it.
Good luck, sir. 1 and a 2.
Likewise.
Great start.
Yep. I am not going to cheat that one.
You can go ahead and take the first activation.
Okay.
Imagine
Luna
that.
is going to be right.
Yeah.
And Luna's going to go ahead and dig and concentrate.
Cool.
Grab me a marker. Sure,
It's a
where I
scrap.
want everybody to get that one in. Cool. And remind myself what the hotkeys are for things. They'll come
those
back.
locks. Cool. So dig, focus, done? Okay, cool. I'll take mine. I'll go ahead with Story of Tan Gyong. He is going to use his Well-Versed and use Righteous Protector. He needs a whopping 4 for this to go off. Well-Versed, I am going to pitch that because it's 1 less than I need. And I'll flip that. That's actually going to get me the Surge trigger as well. So I will move my models and I will draw a card. That is going to hit all my dudes except for him because it's a pulse. They're all going to get to move up to 3 inches. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. We are going to go, let's see here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. We're going to go 1, 2, 3 because she was in the forest. Wukong is unimpeded. He's going to go 1, 2. Oops. He's going to go 1, 2, 3. We're going to back that up a little bit. He's actually going to go 1, 2, 3. We are going to have the bookkeeper go 1, 2, 3. And we are going to have Raijin go 1, 2, 3, but not on top of the bookkeeper. So he's going to go basically right about there so that he's basing the back of the bookkeeper and not in the forest. Map is going to go 1, 2, and essentially get as close as he can to Linh Ly without stepping on her. Right about there. And then I am going to draw a card, and I am going to discard this 1 because I'm above my max hand size. Tan Gyong is then going to walk 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to right about there. And his bonus action, I'm just going to fish for a reposition. Doesn't go off, don't care. And I don't think I'm going to bother cheating anything. No, I'm not so worried about the reposition. So I'm going to say that he's done. Okay. Let me just see what his aura looks like. If I were to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 to here. You know what? I am actually going to cheat in the mask for the reposition. So,
okay,
I am done. On you.
Cool. We're going to go with... Yeah, let's go with Ellie Ramon here. She's going to draw me a card because I'm within 1 inch of one of those.
You got it.
We're going to get rid of this 2 because I'm above my max hand size. We are going to go ahead and kick the ball. His charge. Is that roll C now? No. Whoa, what are you?
So many auras. All the auras. You can hit equals to
Oh,
clear
I'm
them.
copying it. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Got it. Thank you.
You're making a gajillion of them.
Yeah, I don't like that.
That's okay. We can fix it
Equals will
after.
clear them? Okay. You said equal will clear them?
Equal clears the auras, but if you're making copies of the token, then just move one of them, and then we can just delete the stack of the remaining ones afterwards.
That'll work. Kick that there.
Cool.
Make sure that we're not gonna kick that all the way. Right about there.
Sure.
And okay. Delete all of those guys. We'll do that in a minute. Then she is going to ride with me. We're going to go ahead and bring along Luna.
There.
That is not the 7 I need. However, the 7 is. Turns out. And we're going to just scoot and bring Luna along. So she is hanging out behind these barrels. And then we're going to concentrate with our friend Eli, or Ellie. But, yep.
Okay.
That'll be her.
Sounds good. Back to me. I'm going to go ahead and have the Jade Rabbit go. Jade Rabbit is going to walk 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I am actually going to walk a second time. We're going to have it go right about here. We're going to kind of tuck it in like right there. You know what? I don't want to jack up my movement lanes too much, so I'm just going to keep it right there. After the second walk, at the end of its activation, it's going to discard a card to drop a scheme marker in base contact with itself, and it is done.
Alrighty then.
Where's my auras? My markers. Next marker, T. Okay. So I'm going to be using the... if you push T when you have a model selected, it'll put a little aura up on it that shows that it's activated. Okay. So I'm going to be doing that for the viewers and you.
That'll work. Cool. I did not know that. I had always been focusing on if the rims said they had moved or not.
Oh.
But given pushes and whatnot, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Today I learned. We're going to go ahead and have... Yeah, we'll have Desper go. She's going to draw me another card.
Does your female Desper have a handlebar mustache? Because that'd be pretty dope.
No, so what I did is I took bits from it's the cloak and the uh, grappling hook from Desper,
Hmm.
along with the arms attached, but it's the uh, torso and one of the heads from Misanthrope,
Oh, yep. Yeah,
and
I can.
it's
Yeah,
the
that looks.
legs.
That'd be good.
Yeah, and it's the legs from the Miss Rafkin,
Nice.
whose name I can never remember. Rowan Atkinson, I think.
Something like that.
Yeah, so yeah, it looks good. She is then going to go ahead and leap. Surprising, no one. We need that 7. That gets it.
That gets
Exactly
it.
1-7. She's gonna go. Whoop. I like to imagine that is the exact sound made on that leap. And then she will also concentrate. I'm gonna make sure real quick that I have at least a 30 mil in between her and the Ramon.
Okay.
There we go.
Cool.
And that is her.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna go with the paper tiger and wish that I had actually changed up my deployment a little bit, but I did not. So I will just work with it. I'm gonna use blown by the wind. Place anywhere within 5. Right about there. Before I do that, because my next AP is just going to be to move this strategy marker, I'm going to go ahead and do that before I goof anything up. We are going to go ahead and push that right about there. We're going to delete that marker, and I'm going to put the paper tiger where I actually wanted it, which was pretty much right on top of the marker. And then the paper tiger is going to take a walk. It is not a model I use super often, so I couldn't remember what its walk was. It's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right about there.
Are you suggesting that tigers are fast?
Yes.
Okay.
Paper tiger is all
takes.
set, although I actually forgot to turn off that aura, so we're going to fix that. And you know what? Actually, I'm not going to fix that because I'm going to end up needing that next turn. So I'm just going to leave it on. How about that? Paper tiger's all set.
There you go. Cool. We're gonna go ahead with our. We're gonna go ahead and go with Patty. She's also going to draw me a card because that's what we do here. We're gonna. I think I need. Yeah, no, that'll be fine. We're gonna get rid of this 6.
Oh, I was supposed to go with the bookkeeper. I'm so bad at this game. You can tell I don't use them very often.
Feeling. We are going to go ahead, and when she rides with me, we are going to bring along McCabe.
Sure.
Is not what I need for that, but 9 will suffice. Hang up right by the cover, and McCabe will go. Behold, I am in front of a horse. And who's within 14 of me is the question. People are within 14 of me. Let's go ahead and for right now we'll just take a pot shot at Tan Yong
Sure.
with our rifle, which has a built-in positive
You got it.
versus your defense.
Cool. I got a joker, apparently.
That'll be out of your hand. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming a 15 does not still hit you.
No.
Cool.
I'm not
And then we'll go
defense
ahead.
1. All right,
You
cool.
never know. He's
You
a
never
kid.
know.
He's a
You
kid on a
never
horse, and then she'll go ahead and concentrate.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. Back to me.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. I'll go with the bookkeeper, which is what I should have done last activation so that I could draw some cards, and indeed did not. So I am instead going to walk to 1, 2. You know what? I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Basically, as far as I can, so that I'm still within an inch of the marker. I'm going to go ahead and use efficiency as my bonus action. I need a 5 for that to go off. Do I want to use my well-versed? Yeah, I'm going to use my well-versed. Definitely get rid of that and flip a card. Oops. I hit the wrong button. I got it. All right, cool. So that is going to push the marker. We will go ahead and put it right about there. Yep, I like that. And the bookkeeper is going to use another AP to take a walk. We're going to go ahead and go 1, 2, basically to like here-ish, so that I'm still behind the hill. I won't actually be within an inch of that thing because, you know, that's how line of sight works. And I'm done.
Cool. We're going to go ahead with Sadir, drawing our ubiquitous card. He is going to walk, or should I say swagger.
Oh, hold on. Before you do anything, I forgot to use one of the bookkeeper's front of card abilities, so it basically just moves other models at the start of his activation, if that's okay with you.
Sure, go for it.
Okay, so this is literally the second time I've used this model, so I do apologize. I'm going to put it back on my clock, though.
You're good.
So at the start of this model's activation, up to 2 other friendly models within Aura 6 may push 2 inches toward it or a scheme marker in their line of sight. So Linh Ly was actually not in line of sight because the forest is in the way. But Sun Wukong can push. He is actually not. He'll just push to like here. And then Raijin doesn't have line of sight to anything. And he was already in base contact with the bookkeeper, so I'm done.
Cool. So yeah, I don't remember if that was a full 4 or not with Sadir. So I'm just going to pull him back to the line, and 1, 2, 3, 4, which will get him 1 focus. He's going to focus again for his second action, and then bonus action, we're going to blow it to hell.
Okay.
Apparently by firing some Vix out of a cannon. So we need an Aura 8. That was the 1 marker I forgot. I'm going to throw a scheme out, and I will find the actual blow it to hell marker on your turn. Not actually blowing anything up. We just want it within 2 of McCabe. And that is Sadir.
Oh, yeah, because that gives him card draw, right? Because
Yep.
he draws cards off
That
of
was
like any
something
marker.
Yeah, it's any marker, and he also gets his first shielded from that.
Very cool. Very cool.
And fun fact, the blow it to hells can't be removed by anything other than blow it to hell being taken again.
Right. All right, cool. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay, cool. Back to me. I will go with Map. Map is going to take a look on Linh Ly. I'm going to need a 7 for this to go off. I'm going to go ahead and use my well-versed on this. I am going to say that that is fine. I'm just going to flip that card to get the 7 off. Linh Ly is going to push... excuse me. Linh Ly is going to push her move towards a marker in her line of sight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To right about there. Mupmap
Okay.
is going to take a walk. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to right about there. And then he is, not that I expect anybody to be right up in McGrill, but you never know. So he's going to go ahead and use Boring Conversation. He gets it. No triggers. That's fine. That's just going to put his aura up, and he is all set.
I found the blow.
His well versed is done. His activation is done. And there we go. And you found the blown apart marker.
I did. It was weirdly in guild.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't ask questions. I just accept it. We're going to go with Vernon Wells.
How you found that, I have no idea. But anyway, you're going to go with Vernon and Wells. Do your thing.
Yep, we're going to onward. The actual right button there, Roman. That is one lower than I need. So we are going to... Ooh, hang on. What do we want here? Yeah, let's go for some celestial navigation. Since I'm cheating anyway. So I'm gonna get to take my walk action. 1, 2, 3, 4. And not through the barn. Turn more. 2, 3, 4, 5. At the end of that, I will go ahead and discard, but it'll be after the trigger.
Sure.
So I get to look at the top 3 cards in my Fate deck and discard pile. And essentially keep 3 of them in and put them back on the top of my deck. We're gonna... Nope, come back here, 12. You're definitely staying up there. Sit. Stay. Go away 5. And let's go ahead and keep that 12, that 12, and oop, don't take both of them. There we go. That card. And no, we'll keep that card instead, and then we'll throw that 8 and that 6
Sure.
out. And then I will be discarding for the interact this other 6 to kick the ball.
Mm-hmm.
There. Do our first regular action. And we'll concentrate there.
I think in all the times that I've used Vernon and Wells, I've never actually gotten that trigger off. Like, it just randomly has just not happened.
I've gotten lucky on it once or twice, and it's enough to make me go, ooh, there are times where I do want to cheat that.
I'm going to go ahead and use Story of Sun Wukong. He is going to walk. We're going to have him go a big 5. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are going to use Speed of a Meteor, which he's going to need a 7 for. I'll go ahead and Well Versed. I'll go ahead and flip that 11 so that he gets it off. He is going to push another 5 in any direction, ignoring models. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then he is going to go ahead and push this strategy marker with his last AP. We're going to put it right about here. And he is done.
Remember, whenever you do Speed of a Meteor, at the end of the move, he drops a scheme marker.
Yes, I do indeed, which is very important for bookkeepery reasons.
It's also very important for why he is so good in Bonanza Brawl.
Yeah. It's over to you. I already flipped the clock.
Oh,
Yep.
You're good. I didn't mark. I also put up their like shielded 2 that they get at the start of the turn. Just heads up.
Gooch that scheme back to about here.
We're gonna go ahead with I think it's McCabe time. When he activates, he's gonna draw a card and gain a shielded from that lovely blown apart marker there. He is going to then kind of mess myself up there, but oh well. No, not so much.
I'm actually, for future-proofing reasons, I'm just going to say that I actually pushed my strategy marker slightly less far. So I just repositioned it there for next turn reasons.
Perfect.
Go ahead.
Okay. Within one of the scheme marker?
Yeah, so basically when the bookkeeper activates, if it's before Sun Wukong, he can make Sun Wukong push towards a scheme marker. I can go back edge to front edge, and then he's within an inch of the strat marker.
Solid. I like it. We are going to have McCabe then...
Lets me put it... I can actually put it in basically the same spot, so never mind.
Gonna walk to there. I'll make sure I have a line of sight where I think I do.
Put it there. I guess that makes more sense. Okay.
Thingy. Okay, yeah, we got one. And he's got more room if he needed it. So he's gonna move there. He's going to do his bonus action to actually remember the treasure trove, which needs a 3. Hey, look, that 12 that I knew was coming up and should have done in different order, but I'm really bad at remembering what cards I put there. So that scrap marker goes away. We are going to give our huckster a very shiny lightsaber. And would have a trigger going off, but there's nobody around that will affect. For future reference, though, that does make enemy models within 5 of the target, the scrap marker,
-1
13
stat.
willpower duel, or get stunned.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yep.
Not relevant at the moment, but
Yeah. Yeah, the -1 stat is whoever's holding the lightsaber.
Right.
So that is on the huckster currently. Which I'll go ahead and just put that up so it's easier to remember.
Sure.
Scrap can go away because it has been dug up. He will then... Yeah, let's go ahead and he'll concentrate, and then we're going to go ahead and shoot at Linh Ly.
Sure.
Who I believe is in range. Ooh, just barely. Just on that line. So yeah, Pepper Box versus your defense. I will not... Actually, I believe you pick if you want to take the hit first. Before I declare a focus.
Yeah. Let me just take a quick look. I don't think I'm going to, but I'm just going to take a quick little look. I know it's a stat. Excuse me. Stat 5. And then, okay, so models damaged by it gain stunned, and it's got the built-in blast. So yeah, the take the hit wouldn't do anything important. So that's fine.
All right. I will go ahead and use my focus then.
Sure.
To shoot at Lynn.
Okay, you got it.
Cool. I'm currently showing a 17.
Okay. I will go to an 18.
Okay. I will go to a 19. Or also an 18 because
18,
numbers are hard.
Right.
So I'll be at a single negative.
Yep,
with
single
that
negative because of the focus, and you get a blast, which you can put onto McCabe or Tangyong.
I'll take that moderate of 3, 2 onto...
Heck yeah, you will.
Let's put it on Tan.
Tangyong. Sure.
Yeah, Tan and Linh Ly will be stunned and taking 3 and 2 respectively before you figure out map things. Map up things.
Okay. I will take a damage on map to reduce the damage that Lynn takes by 1, so she'll just take 2. I'm not going to use any stones. Tangyong is going to end up taking 1 because he has armor. I've already stunned both Lynn and Tangyong. And I don't believe that Map would get stunned because he gets damaged by his action or by his ability, not by the actual action.
Right.
So that's fine.
Cool. And that is McCabe because he does not have a upgrade to do his extra end of activation nonsense.
Okay. Sounds good. Cool.
Cool.
I'll go ahead and go with Raijin. Raijin will... he's just going to take a walk because he's kind of not... He's fallen behind the pack a little bit here. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then, quite frankly, he's probably just going to walk again. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Question mark? Actually, he will go... Let's take a quick little look at something. Okay. Oops. He will instead go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to here. Yeah, I like that better. Okay. He doesn't have a relevant bonus action, so he's done.
Cool. My Huckster activates and does not draw me a card because that scrap is gone, but she does gain fast. And she is going to go ahead and drop a scheme marker for, Huckster reasons. And then we're going to...
Bet that slurp sounded great on the mic. Hoo-hoo.
She is then going to do a very strange thing of walk and drop another scheme.
Okay.
And we'll just snuggle up in there right next to Sadir and drop that second scheme. Kind of partially under me, but definitely outside of 4 of the first one. Get off that box scheme marker. And then she is going to bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to throw that. Heck, why not? We'll throw it to Luna. Luna, take this. I need a 4. That's at least a 4. So Luna now has the lightsaber.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the Huckster. Which
Okay.
is also all of my people.
Sounds good. Linh Ly's going to activate. Start of her activation. She will push 2 stories. She's going to push Tong Gyong. 1, 2, I kind of pushed him through the box there. 1, 2, 3. It's not quite the way that I want him to go. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there we go. Cool. And actually, before I do this, I should probably make sure that I'm not like body blocking myself between the box there, because that will affect.
That was a good plan.
I would say I can make that. I can shimmy his push, like basically that far. Let me just check my handy dandy tape, and yeah, that's basically as far over as I can shimmy his push, and that's going to clear the box. So I should be good there. Oh yeah, the upgrade box, that's a good one. So we can actually keep track of what's on what.
Yeah.
So she will go ahead and also push herself. She's going to go 1, 2, 3 to right about there. She's going to use her bonus action on herself. Excuse me. That is going to need a 6. I don't want to do the thing. So I am not going to use my well-versed and just hope that I don't Black Joker this, because that would be disastrous. I did not Black Joker it, but I didn't get the card I needed, so I'm going to need to cheat. We're going to go ahead and cheat in this here 7. So that is going to heal her 2. It's going to get rid of her stunned, which is going to give her AP back. She did hit the restricted section trigger on that, so I'm going to be able to push models within a 3-inch pulse of me 3 inches away. The only thing that's going to affect is the Jade Rabbit and Tan Gyong. I am actually going to have him push 1, 2, 3 to right about there. Not quite close enough to do anything too fancy. Jade Rabbit, I don't think I actually want the Jade Rabbit to push, so I'm going to opt not to. She is going to take her first AP, and she's going to walk 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. McCabe has extended reach, correct?
I do.
You do. Okay, cool. So I guess I could just like walk in and punch you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's probably the move.
Turns out I can only whip people who are running at me, not those who are calmly walking at me.
Not those who are calmly
Tell them to
walking.
not run.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to actually move. I'm not going to push Tan Gyong quite as far as he did. I'm going to just walk Lin to like here-ish. Basically just within an inch inside the cloud bank, inside the middle of the storm. There's lots of windy stuff going on right now. It's very exciting. I'm gonna.
Yet somehow McCabe's hat is still just rock solid.
Well, I mean, yeah, he's Come on now, of course. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and take a swing, I guess, because that's what you do.
Okay.
I will go ahead and use my well versed on this because it's the end of the turn, so why not? That is. I'll get greedy and I'll pitch that 9 and probably flip like a 2 or something like that.
Okay.
I flipped a 1 actually, which is great.
Flip the button. There we go. I have a 7 for a total of 13.
7 for a total of 13. Yeah, I'll go ahead and cheat that and just see what you got. So that's going to put me at a 16.
Okay.
No relevant trigger.
And you're min 3?
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead and go to a
Enough.
17?
Okay. Cool.
18, yeah.
That's fine.
Numbers are hard.
Okay, that's fine. That's going to be end of turn. And I'm just going to go through and get rid of all my auras and get rid of my well-versts. And then we can move on to turn 2.
Is there just a
Shift.
back on?
If you hold shift and push T,
There we go.
it'll go back. And that's true. You could actually just select all your models, right? That's faster than going through them like I just did.
In theory.
In theory. All right, cool. That will be turn. I'm going to go ahead and send those back to the Fate deck. We're going to shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. I'm going to go ahead and pitch this 5 and keep this one other card. I am going to draw 6 cards.
I pitched none and keeping 3. And I'll go ahead and, well, yeah, you had me go first, so I will go ahead and
so you
stone.
would stone first, yeah. I will also be stoning, so that'll put me down to 4. And I'm going to draw. Oh my. All right. Well, that's exciting.
We're going to get rid of that 1 and that there 2.
Okay, I'm going to discard 2 1s. And I am ready for initiative when you are.
Alrighty, let's do it.
That boring convo is not up anymore. I got a 6 to
10.
your 10. I'm going to say I'm not going to cheat.
Okay. We... Yeah, let's go ahead and go with Luna.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to go ahead and dig
Sure.
because she is the best. at what she does, which is apparently digging. Okay, is a target, so I wanted to have her move. So she will need to scoot, and that scooting will be 1, 2, 3 right there. And actually, we're going to scoot her ever so slightly further, so in case this doesn't work, Sadir doesn't just go, well, I have a dog in front of me now, this is a problem. And say, take this as her bonus action, and throw McCabe the lightsaber.
Okay.
Needs a 4. Hey, that's a 4. Awesome. McCabe now has a lightsaber.
Okay, cool.
And that is Luna.
Okay. Don't love McCabe having a lightsaber, but I mean, that's kind of the way the crew goes. So what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Let me just take a...
when it also gives him the -1 attack stat.
Yeah.
Aura.
Yeah, definitely pretty good. All right. So... Okay. Sounds good. Oh, that's kind of neat. Okay. So I think... Oh, Map, you're such a bummer. I don't think there's anything like critically important that I need to do right now. So I'm just going to clone... Oh, I'm going to put it on my time. I'm going to clone Map because I just want to see what this looks like. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to like here. It's not like the greatest. I don't actually know if this is the right move, but I think we're going to do it anyway.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Map. I'm pretty sure. Let me just take a quick look at his card. If I do that, all it's gonna do is mess with Patty. I don't think that that's the best. All right. Yeah, you know what? What the hell? We're going to do it. That's the name of the podcast after all. So we're going to go ahead with Map. Map is basically just going to double walk to there, and then we're going to put up boring conversation. I'm going to go ahead and use my well-versed on this. That is fine. Do I want to do the thing? That's probably not. Yeah, I think it probably... I don't know if I actually did this in the right order, so we're just going to say that I'm potentially cheating a little bit. But I am going to stone for the tome on this. Flip the card and get it off. That's going to hit the light out and nap tome trigger. I will discard a card for that. It's going to end Map's activation, and it's going to give him shielded 3. And then he's going to be done. I'm going to go ahead and figure out if I did the order on that wrong for future reference, and you can go ahead.
Okay.
Shield 3.
Do you have a way to deal with that? Oh, I hate that, but there's a better option. All right. Ellie Ramon is going to go.
Sure.
I am within 1 of that scrap, so we're going to draw a card. Which means I'm going to discard this too. Ellie is going to walk a mighty 6.
Okay. And the answer
Popular
is yes, I can
initials.
use Well Versed before I decide if I'm going to use a Soulstone. So
That's
there
awesome.
we go. Yeah.
Cool.
Because they both just say before a card is flipped. So I can just choose the order.
So it's at the same time. Nice.
Simultaneous. That's pretty slick.
6. Awesome. We're going to do a boring conversation to see if I can ride with me, my friend McCabe.
Mm-hmm.
Needs a 6. That is a 6.
Show
wow,
enough.
Is that a 6?
Show enough.
So I'm actually going to do this a little backwards because I basically want to see where I can put
Yeah, of course.
McCabe, and we'll move the horse comparatively. Yeah, that seems good. Well, hang on. Lindley can push herself, so does it? But he can also push himself, so We'll just hang out there, grabbing the front line. Yeah, I'm within 2 with that marker. All right, so McCabe's going to go there, which means
You still have
Ellie's
to flip a card for the ride with me to get the TN, though.
Oh, thank you.
Yep.
That is, of course, 1 below what I need, but there's a 7.
Okay.
So we did that shimmy as that happens. And then Ellie's gonna, because I'm here, might as well go ahead and try and shoot at... I'm gonna get around 1 negative flip, so we might as well start on... actually, do I have a line that does not go through other stuff? Nope, stop it. Do not move them, horse. Do that. That line of sight is really great if you can get it like right on their base without actually moving it. It's almost as perfect as a... but you have middle of the storm. So yeah, we're going to shoot at Map.
Yeah.
Because he is outside of middle of the storm.
Right, because I'm good at micro positioning and do stupid stuff like leave him a quarter of an inch outside of an aura. That's kind of an important one.
You know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
So...
I'm
boring
just trying to
combo.
decide. Well, hold on. I have to decide if I'm going to take the hit.
Okay.
Because this is
Right, yes.
definitely a situation that I probably want to do that. So I am going to could do that.
I'm going to move that to your time. What you think?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep. I think it got left on mine for an extra activation at some point, but
it may very well have. Yeah.
I'm not worried about it for me. You're the one going to the tournament.
Yeah, exactly. I think that this is probably not the situation to do the take the hit. So back to your time, and we can flippy dip.
Cool. Flippy. Got it.
Flippy. Got it.
Actual attack at a regular straight. I'm at a total of 6 to hit you.
Okay, this is on map map, you said?
Total?
I'm at a 14. Although I guess he gets a -1 stat on this because of McCabe. Is that accurate? Or is it just the...
It's only enemies. It's only attacks.
Only attacks. McCabe. Okay. So I'm at a 14.
Yeah. Yeah, it's attack action duels. So you're at a 14 to my 6. You know what? Sure. Bare minimum, this will eat a card out of your hand. Also go to a 14, showing crit strike.
How about that? Double negative. Yeah, I guess that's fine. So double negative with a crit strike.
Triple neg, because he's hard to wound, isn't he?
No, I don't think so. Oh, yes. Yeah, he is.
Yep. Cool. Flipping 4 cards. For
almost hit the
minimum
moderate,
of
which
3.
is ridiculous.
Almost hit the moderate.
Yeah.
So min 3 on map.
Okay.
Map,
so he'll
minus shielded
reduce
and whatnot.
1. That would go by 2. I guess, you know what? I will stone on this one.
Okay.
Well, do I need to? No, I don't actually need to. Oh, yeah. No, I do. Okay. I will stone.
Yeah, McCabe is right there.
Yes. I will reduce by 1. I'll reduce 1 by shielded, so I'll end up taking 1. And yeah, there you go.
Cool. That's me.
Okay, cool. Over to me. I will go ahead and go with Miss Linh Ly. Linh Ly will, at the start of her activation, do the whole pushy thing. We will go to... can I still be towed in? Yeah, that's probably not going to come up too often. So what do my... The concealment. Oh, the concealment. Okay. I will go right about here. I'm not going to get too many angles that I actually get concealment off of it, but there will be some. And then the other model that's going to move is going to be Raijin. 1, 2, 3. Hey, look, now I'm actually in my auras. Go figure. Yay. Okay. And then I'm going to go out on a limb here and assume that McCabe is out of an inch of Mutt-Map. Yes, and I couldn't move Mutt-Map anyway because he's not a story. So I'm going to go ahead and start with my bonus action. I'm going to use that on Tan Gyong. I'm going to need a 6 for this to go off. Do I want to use my well-versed? Let's see here. What else do I need to do this turn? Yeah, I am going to use my well-versed on this. Sure do get it off. Wish that had been an attack action, but hey, such is life. Tan Gyong is going to heal, and it's going to remove his stunned. Then Linh Ly will confiscated lore. Needs a big 5 for this to go off. Oh, I could have done that. Oh no, I couldn't. All right. Goes off with the Read It and Weep trigger. So for this one, I choose a suit, and for each card discarded of the chosen suit, I can choose a different enemy model within line of sight to deal 1 damage to. But I got to look at your cards first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So we will get rid of that red, and we're going to get rid of that. And I guess it's going to be tomes, and I think the red actually doesn't have a suit because it wasn't flipped, right? Isn't that how that works?
Right.
I think it is.
Right.
Yeah. So it's just going to deal one damage to McCabe because I only flipped 1 suited card. Okay.
Also, when do you choose the suit?
It's the trigger. So it's as a cost of declaring the trigger. So I guess I would have to do that
before looking at
the
it,
action resolves. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Either way.
Learning.
I know that red's coming up, so that's nice.
Yeah.
I know you got rid of it, didn't you?
I did. Oh yeah. No, I got rid of the red. Yeah, I'm not leaving that in there.
That would make sense.
It would. We will. I don't think that doing that is the move. So. Okay, we're just gonna swing with Creatures of Lore. Okay.
Cool. Alrighty. Let's go, McCabe, buddy.
I'm at a 16. 15.
You're at a
'Cause
15.
it's an attack action.
I'm at an 8. Gearman 3. I have no shielded currently. I will go to a 16 so that you are missing.
Okay. Go to a 16. I don't know how much I actually care if this connects right now. So I'm going to not cheat, and then for her last AP, she's just going to swing again. Okay.
Cool. Mm-hmm.
I flipped poorly, but I'm tying you right now.
Me too. Yeah. Oh man, that's
With a mutilate. How about that?
Thing. I mean, if it's with a mutilate, I'm gonna go over
Yeah.
that.
Probably want to do something about
Let's
that.
do 9. Yeah. Mutilatus makes me sad. Um, let's go ahead and
Actually, I
go
think
to
Mutilate wouldn't
18.
matter for you right now, would it? Because he's going to get fast at the start of his activation, which would cancel the slow. Right? Because he
Oh,
just
yeah,
got
it
the
would,
Time Worn
wouldn't it?
Blade
Yep.
this turn. So it's just a matter
Yep,
of whether or
'cause that
not
is
I have
true.
other models that can benefit from the slow, which, like, not
Yep,
really
which,
at the
you know.
moment. But yeah, do whatever
Yep.
you're going to do.
No, that's solid. That's a good call. I
Yeah.
almost never care about McCabe getting fast because master.
Yeah.
In that case, yeah, take the double neg.
Okay. You got it. I hit you for 3.
Cool. I'll go ahead and burn a stone for that
Sure.
and take 2.
Sure. Lindley's done.
All right. Okay.
I'm actually
We're
going
gonna
to
go-
I'm going to pause the recording momentarily, and all right, recording has restarted. Thanks everybody for that. I had to get some groceries from the porch, and I believe it was your activation, correct?
Correct.
Cool. I'll turn the clock back on.
Excellent. We are going to go ahead and Lynn has gone.
Clean up a couple of these auras.
We're going to go ahead and have McCabe go.
Okay, sounds good.
Cool. Oh, that's moved a few things, but oh well. He's going to gain his shielded and a card draw because that. is
Handy
still
dandy blown
there.
apart marker.
Yep. Is that?
He should. I think he should be at
And
9,
just-
right? Because I pinged him for 1 with the confiscated lore, and then I hit him for 3. You reduced by
Oh, I
1,
forgot
right?
the
Yep.
ping. Yep. So yes,
Yep.
he should be at 9.
Cool.
I forgot the ping. Thank you. We're going to go ahead and try to start just bleeder lashing with my lightsaber attached to a string
Whippy dip.
at map up.
Matt. You got it. So,
Cool.
excuse me. Cool. Boring conversation
Is
first.
boring com? Okay, I was like, is that first or is take the hit first?
I believe boring conversation is when you declare the action, so you would have to do that first,
Okay,
and then
declare first, then target.
declare
Okay.
first, and then I get the opportunity to take the hit.
Cool. I needed a 5. I got a 12. Awesome.
Okay.
So that's gonna go. And
So
then leader
let's
lash,
see here.
you
Do
are-
I want to? Let me see if I can even fit. I might be kind of like blocked out because Tangyong and Mopmap are both big butts. No, I could do that. I'm gonna go ahead and take the hit. Put Tangyong in base contact right about there. And I have to discard a card for that. So I will pitch that there card right there.
Cool. Bleeder lash at 10 young then.
Tangyong, you got it.
I have a 12 versus your defense.
Okay. I'm at a 9. I should probably take a look. So right now you're ignoring his armor, correct?
Yes, indeed.
All right, cool. I had to get out of the game so I could look up something in the rules. So let's see here. All right, so not hitting a ram right now for Crack the Whip, and you did not stone for anything, correct?
Correct.
Okay, cool. So you're at a 12. What else do I need to do? I'm going to say that yes, I will cheat this one. So back to you.
Okay. That brings you up to a 15.
Yes.
Okay. I will not cheat, and I will let that go by.
Okay.
We will try the same thing on map up again.
Okay.
Boring convo does not go off. but with this handy dandy 6, it does.
Okay.
Would you care to take the hit?
I will not take the hit on this one.
Okay.
Okay.
Map versus your defense.
I got a joker.
Map is immune to McCabe's bullshit.
Apparently.
And we'll try that one more time.
Sure.
Got the boring convo.
Mm-hmm.
Would you care to
No, take the hit.
Take the hit on this one? Cool. 7.
Okay. I'm at a 16.
Okay. I will go to a 18. Would have
That's
cracked the
fine.
whip, but you turn off my suit.
Right. That's fine. So you ignore his hard to wound, so just a single negative flip, I believe.
Yep. And also ignoring his shielded.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Yep. So that is min 3.
And 3. He's at 6. I will stone again. And take 2.
Cool. And then McCabe's bonus action. I was dumb, and I cannot actually see that scrap marker because I am height 2, and so is that destructible terrain. So instead, what I will do is I will try to blade storm on my sword.
Sure.
So boring convo first.
That back there is gone.
Good to go there. This needs a 5. That is not a 5. That's okay. Then at the end of his activation, I get to do a bonus action listed on its thing and then throw it around for more shielded. So I'm going to try that again.
Sure.
That is still technically an action, so boring convo. 5 for the actual blade storm, which goes off.
Okay.
No severe injury trigger. So everybody within pulse 3 of McCabe, friendly and enemy, will need a 13 defense or suffer 2 damage.
12 defense.
Excuse me. Yes.
Yep, 12 defense.
This is the 12.
Okay. You can go ahead and do yours, and then I'll do mine.
Sounds good. So my pony will need a 7. Missed it by 1. Yeah, I think we just take it. We gotta.
Okay.
So it takes 2.
Yep.
And then go ahead with start with 10.
Okay. Tangyong is going to need a 6. He's good. Map is going to need a 6. He's good. Linh Ly is going to need a 6. She's good. And I think that's it, right?
That is it.
Roger's
and
out,
then
so.
McCabe is going to throw the blade. 6 of him. 5 of him. Which, oh right, because that's already the same thing. We're gonna go ahead and throw that to himself, so he will gain 2 more shielded, and that'll be him.
Oh, that's a neat trick. I didn't know you could do that. All right, cool.
Yep,
You sure can.
It's not super intuitive, but you absolutely can.
Do you get the double shielded?
Yep, because it is they both gain shielded, so both itself and the model. So
Very interesting. Okay, cool. I dig it. All right, we are. I guess we're probably gonna have Tangyong go. Yeah, that's I think gonna be the move. Let me just take a quick look. Let's see here. That won't do a super lot, but it's not the worst thing either. So that, I should have done that different. That was so dumb. Well, I'll punish myself for making a stupid move later. All right, so we're going to go ahead and have Tangyong go. Tangyong is going to start off with his bonus action, Heart of a Child. Needs a 5 to go off. Does not go off, so we're going to go ahead and cheat that we're going to go ahead and use this card. Yeah. So it's just going to it's a pulse heal for my guys and damage for your guys. So it's just going to reduce McCabe shielded by 1, but it is going to ping Ellie. It is going to heal him up map. Tangyong is already full. Lin is already full. And Raijin is too far away. So Ellie just takes 1 damage. And McCabe shielded gets reduced. And then we will... How saucy do I feel? I don't think that would be a smart move. So I'm just going to go ahead and use Tangyong to swing. I think, do I try and kill Ellie or do I swing on McCabe? That's interesting. All right. I think the move is to swing on Ellie. Yeah, we're going to swing on Ellie.
Okay.
I'm going to use my well-versed on this. That I kind of do like, so we're going to keep that there. And swing eating, I'm at a 18, goes down to a 17 because of McCabe's aura. And I'm not showing any triggers right now.
Cool. I'm at a 13. I think we let it go through. So negative flip for you.
Yep. Negative flip. So the other thing it does is other friendly models within a 2-inch pulse of the target may push up to 2 inches away from the target. I don't actually think that I want to do that though. So we're just going to do the damage flip. It's going to be on a negative. I'm going to hit a weak for 2.
Okay.
Okay. And then I have used my well-versed. I'm going to go ahead and swing on you again.
Cool. I will use my focused.
Okay.
Because why not?
Okay.
A 14.
At a 16 because of the -1. And no triggers on this one.
Yeah, sorry, Ellie. I got better things for those cards. And you're going to drop a tasty corpse. So
Okay. Sounds good. So I'll do a negative flip, make sure I don't black. Hit moderate, amazingly enough, which is 4. So that's enough.
cool. Very dead horse.
Tangyong is done. Horse on horse violence has occurred. You're up.
Alrighty. Okay. With such horrendous horse on horse violence occurring. Alright. I think. Is it time? Yeah. I think what we do is we go with our other Ramon, who is going to draw me a card. She is going to walk 3, 4. Actually, change that ever so slightly.
Sure. Yeah, no problem.
Yep, we're essentially going to adjust that to where we are getting Desper within 2. Then we're going to kick the ball. Do about there.
Sure.
And then we're going to actually do our... Actually, let's do the same thing as before. We desire Desper to end up within 1 of the ball. Actually, we can do way better than that, considering the rock. So slide up next to the rock. Put there. Put Desper here.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll be the Patty Ramon.
Okay, cool. Ramon number 2 is all set. How about that?
Yep.
Okay, cool. I will. Let's see here. I could. Well, yeah, that's not like the bestest ever. So, you know what? I could do something cute. I have like the Muppets theme song stuck in my head because
Nice.
at the start of that activation you said it's time to, and that's all it took. That like literally that's all it took. It was it's a whole thing.
And I have to stop there before Disney comes after me.
All right. I think we are gonna go with Raijin. Raijin, let me do a quick little clone. So if Raijin were to walk to say, or were to charge to say here, he would not be in range. So that's not awesome. So instead, you could do that. Oops. All right. So Raijin is going to walk to here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to walk to here. After he moves, you have to take your Sound of Thunder test on McCabe. So that is going to be a TN12 defense duel or 1 damage and stunned.
Right, needs a 6. You're kidding me. All right, so that 5 is not a 6, but actually, how much do I care about stunned? Because no, that bonus is going to be decently important next turn. So yeah, there's that 9, which is at least a 6.
Okay, sounds good. He passes. I am going to Thunderstruck. Yeah, we're going to Thunderstruck, so that's going to need a 6 to go off. I am going to go ahead and well-versed on this.
That is going to need a 7 to go off, because that is a attack action within 5 of McCabe.
Oh, it needs a 7 to go off. That's cute. Okay. So I will pitch that 6. How about that? And then we're going to flip hopefully a 7. I did indeed flip a 7 or better. No triggers on this. This is just going to drop a Shockwave, Shockwave 2 in such a way that it hits all 3 of those models. That is going to be move 13 or damage 2 and stunned.
Okay. Who would you like first?
Just start on the top with Luna, then go straight down.
Okay. You will need a 7. Luna, you're getting 2 damage and stunned.
2 damage and stunned.
R still stunned?
R. Yeah, it's R twice.
R
there you
twice. Go. Double pirate. Alright, Sadir for a 13 is going to need a 7. No, that is not the right. She's going to need a 9. That is more what we're looking for. Alright. Yeah, that's fine. He has no problem with that. And twice. And the Huckster. She will need a 13.
Mm-hmm.
No, 14. To get a 13, she will need an 8.
Okay.
Cool. She's also going to take 2 damage and stunned.
Okay, cool. Raijin's done.
Effective. Okay.
No bonus action of relevance.
Right, Juggernaut. Alrighty, Dighty. Future planning. Okay, that's 1 jump. Alright.
And I used my well-versed.
Okay. We're going to go ahead then and go with Vernon and Wells, who is going to
Sure.
kick the ball. Wee.
Cool.
We're going to onward. Needing that 6. Hey, there's a.
Sure got
That's
that.
almost. That is a double. Yeah. No ram on that one though. So 5 inches in a straight line. Since I just pushed it 6, should get me 6 of that. Though it looks like I maybe
Yeah, I mean, you can adjust it.
hair further
Yeah,
than I meant to.
we know what the plan was, so.
Yeah. And I'm not going to pitch a card for the free one. I'm just going to kick it again. Let's go here away from the bookkeeper. I should be just outside of Map's aura there. Yeah, that'll be good. And that is Vernon and or Wells.
So kick, onward, kick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Kick, onward, kick it is. All right. I will go with the bookkeeper. Start of the bookkeeper's activation. Sun Wukong is going to basically push so that the back of his base is meeting the front of the scheme marker's base, and that puts him within an inch of the strategy marker. And I can, let's see here, I can do one other model. It has to be within 6 inches though, and it can't be the bookkeeper, so nothing else is going to be able to do his start of activation push, which is fine. He will walk, I guess. Oh, you got that annoying Vernon and Wells aura. I hate that crap. All right.
Yep.
Why you gotta be like that? What size is Vernon and
The
Wells?
scientists. 2.
Were you size 3? Per chance?
No, they're size 2.
Oh, that's some BS. Okay.
2. Oh, you want to hear BS? That means that if you bring Horse McCabe, or really either of the Ramones,
Yep.
they can just kind of pick up that giant wheel and hula hoop it around for a ride with me.
That's hilarious. That's really, 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 really hilarious. Okay, so I think that what we're actually going to do is we are going to walk. We're going to go... I think the move is probably going to be... What did I do for that thing there? That's kind of crummy. That's kind of crummy. All right. So I think that what we're going to do is we're going to go 1, 2, basically like 3, 4, 5, right up on top of that rock. Then we're going to use the bonus action to interact. Goes off. So I'm going to drop a handy dandy scheme marker right about there. And then I could shoot at a negative. What?
You can't do that because that is still an interact. You will be within 4 of the other one.
Oh, that's true, because it's with an interact action. Yeah, that's fine. So can I? Nah, I wouldn't be able to. So I will take the interact action and do nothing because, yeah. So instead, what I will do is I could take a shot on a negative, I guess. Yeah, why not? Sometimes that works out. I'm going to take a shot on Vernon and Wells on a negative.
Okay.
I flipped not abysmally bad, but you flipped better.
On
So
willpower, I'm at a 14. Yep.
yeah, that's fine. I miss. I can't cheat, so I'm done.
Cool.
I still have well first.
Sun, the bunny, and the tiger.
Mm-hmm.
But the monkey, the bunny, and the tiger, I feel like that is straight up a Journey of the West story somewhere. In there.
Yeah. Yeah, legit.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Ooh, now there's an idea. I don't hate that. Let me double check that that works with my thoughts and my schemes and my whatevers. Go there. Yes, okay. Not that I'm giving away what my huckster's doing or anything. We're gonna have or yeah, I can go with City later. We're gonna have Desper go.
Sure.
She is going to leap because that is what she does.
Yeah.
And that goes off. Much leap, much wow. We're gonna go here. We're gonna charge that tiger.
Sure.
I'm actually I ignore models and terrain while moving. Yeah, no, I don't need to go far. My goal here is I will be charging you, and I will still be within 1 inch of the marker that you are on top of because I have Don't Mind Me.
Sure.
Work for you? Cool.
Yes.
So
I don't think you'll be able to see it though.
you
I'm
don't
covering
need
it.
to see it.
You don't
is
need to
just
see it?
within. Yep, it is just within 1.
Oh. All right.
One of the few things that isn't line of sight.
Yeah. Wild.
So hidden blade versus your tiger's defense.
Sure. I'll use my well-versed. Yeah. What's your stat? Well, it doesn't matter. I would have to
5.
say if I was gonna. I am going to say that I'm going to pitch that because it would have happened before any cards got flipped, and I didn't know you were going to flip a black joker. So
That's fair. Cool.
okay. So my actual flip is that.
Cool. So that doesn't happen, and that's fine, because then my second action is kick the ball from under you. Desper is actually some really good, like, soccer player to play soccer with tigers.
What I'm going to do just to make... I was going to say, I was basically going to put, like, a placeholder, but it's pretty easy, because I was, like, where I needed to be.
Yeah, you were basically touching that box.
So here's another strategy marker. You can put it wherever you want.
Oh, thank you. We're gonna go about, let's limit where angles you can push at by going right next to that destructible stuff.
It only goes 4.
Oh wait, no, only goes 4. I am just getting happy with the triggers, or with the whatnots.
Yeah.
In that case, we'll just go as far back as possible, and that'll be Desper.
Okay, cool. I'll pick up that other strategy marker, and then we'll put Paper Tiger back so that I think you were basing me, so I should be...
Yeah, basically.
Basically, like, basing the box and
there
you.
We go.
Right there. Cool. Sounds good.
Yep.
All right, cool. Desper's all set.
All you.
Awesome. All right, so Vernon and Wells have gone. Desper's gone. You've got your back line that has yet to go. Did Luna go already? Didn't she go first? I thought she went first.
Yeah, Luna threw the sword to McCabe.
Okay, so you've got Sadir and the Huckster left to go. Okay. So I think that the move at this point, let's see here. All I have left is the Paper Tiger and Sun Wukong. So I think we are going to go ahead and go with Sun Wukong. Yeah, we're going to go with Sun Wukong. He is going to push the marker like here, not within an inch of blocking terrain. And then he is going to speed of a meteor, which I am going to use as well versed on. I'm definitely going to pitch that too, and I think that still doesn't get it, which is hilarious. Hold on. Yeah, he needs a 7 for that. That's a bummer. I had this whole awesome plan. Which is now doomed to failure. So
A doomed plan is just an opportunity for a new plan.
yeah. Well, we're just going to go ahead with the plan, and we're going to hope that the fates take kindly to me. So
Okay.
we are going to cheat in this big whopping 13 to make that go off, and that's also going to hit the Havoc in Heaven trigger. So I don't think that there's anything that's actually going to affect, but we are going to push 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, basically to like right there. He's going to drop a scheme marker in base contact with himself right about there. And then he is going to journey to the west on Vernon and Wells. We're going to take a little walk together, maybe, hopefully.
Cool.
I got a 7, which is going to put me at a 13.
That is okay. I have a 15.
That's fine. I miss. I don't have the card to cheat. Okay. He's done.
All right. That leaves me with Sadir and a Huckster, and you have a tiger to go, and a bunny. Well,
oh yeah, I got the bunny.
Huckster is
Forgot about that.
stunned. Oh yeah, we got this. The Huckster is going to go ahead. And is going to, actually, do I need to make that harder than it is? Yes, okay. Huckster's going to go. We are going to Secret Passage.
Sure.
That does not go off, because that needs an 8. But luckily this 11 is an 8.
That'll do it.
I know it's the new math. It's kind of creepy, but, you know, we get there. And we're going to head to within an inch of... Yeah. We're going to head to within an inch of those boxes, but...
Sure.
Ooh, no. Not be within an inch of those boxes. I want to be... an inch of this house if I can without being engaged by 10. Not quite. Okay. And this is why we make proxies, everybody, because you screw things up otherwise.
You can just do a couple of undos. It's fine.
Well, that's fair. They do have undo on here, don't they?
Yeah. There you go. Now clone yourself.
Oh, good. Yeah. Think I'm a clone now. Alright. Let's see if we go there, where Tan is so nicely blocking that boring conversation from us. We are within 1 inch of the rock. We're going to go and false claim. Needs
Sure.
a 6. That's a 6.
Sure gets it.
All right. 2 scheme markers coming right up within 3 of that Huckster. And one's going to be right here. And the other one's going to be right at the edge there. Which gets everybody where I need them. And that is that Huckster, who is then no longer stunned. Back to you.
Okay, cool. Just hit R. Yeah, there you go. I was gonna say hit R one more time. All right, cool.
Yep.
Paper Tiger's gonna go. I guess we'll kind of hate to do that because it's very inefficient, but I think that actually ends up accomplishing the same thing, except there's no chance of failure. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to use Blown by the Wind to place back here-ish. That way I can push the strat marker. Push the strat marker. Do I want to go? I don't want to go like right where Desper is. Because he is annoying. I could push it there, but then it's in severe, which is like not super awesome. Okay, we'll do that. Yeah. And then Paper Tiger will just go ahead and charge on Desper, I guess, because unless I do something to him, then he just always wins the mess with you off. So
Yep.
we're going to go ahead and charge you.
Okay.
With the Deadly Claws. Oh, I could do that. That's actually like way more fun. So I am not going to charge you.
Okay.
I am, well, stat 6 on willpower, 5 on defense. You got 1 card in hand. Nah, you know what? I am going to charge you. All right. We swinging. Stat 5 on defense.
Okay.
I already used my well-versed, and I flipped a high card, but I think you still got 1 higher, because I can't imagine that you're stat 4.
I am not stat.
Okay, I missed.
So I do have. Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
Back to you. Oh, but you're activated out, right?
I got Sidiri left.
But you got Sidir left. Okay.
Hiding. Yeah, he's hiding down here next to this scheme marker.
Yeah.
And he's gonna go ahead and. It's a horrible choice. Raijin, what are your nonsenses? You got that hard to wound. Okay. Activate. Let's and charge in.
Sure.
3.
Wooga wooga.
Gonna go there.
Sure.
And I'm gonna use one of my 2 focus to swing on you with my sword.
Okay. Sounds good.
I need to reshuffle to do that.
Isn't it literally just called like sword? It's like the most generic.
Yep, it is.
Yeah.
Sword.
Sword. All right, cool.
Yep.
You're in boring conversation though, so your first flip is for that.
Oh, so that first one would be the 8 then? Yes.
Yeah.
Because that was on the bottom.
Yeah, so it goes
I'm good
off,
there.
and then you do the attack. Yep.
And then we flip it.
But,
Cool. I will.
well, it's better than having that on
Take
damage, I
that.
guess. So
Yeah.
cool. That's going to put me at a 14 to your, what, 20, I assume?
Yep. So straight goes to positive with focused. I'm going
Then
to declare
hard
that a ram. So back to a straight. I'm going to declare that a ram for crit strike.
Okay, that's fine.
3 goes to 4. You have 8. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
Youch.
So,
That hurt, yo.
and sure, he'll do that again.
Okay.
Oh,
Tangyang
hang on.
will
Take 1 point back. I am stunned. I am stunned.
Oh, yeah. You're right. Okay. You're going to swing again. So you do your boring combo. Are you? And we'll see what happens there. Doesn't go off. Do you cheat to make it go off?
Nah, we're good there.
Okay. That's fine.
And I'm not going to Juggernaut. So that is Sadir.
Okay. Sounds good. So back to me. All I've got is the bunny. The bunny. The bunny. The bunny will, I guess, geez, the bunny doesn't have that much to do. So the bunny will go a 1, 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6, and then the bunny will charge 1, 2, 3.
Bunny, charge that horse.
Yes, the bunny is charging the horse. I am a whopping stat 3, which is pretty good.
Okay.
You are at a double negative to the resist, though, so there's that.
Why am I at a double negative?
Because he's lucky.
Oh, it is all opposed duels.
All opposed duels. Yep.
Hey, there's that black joker again for a 5.
Wow. Okay. I'm not hitting any triggers or anything, so it's just going to be a double negative damage flip
What was your
I'm
total?
sorry. Oh, because you're a stat 5. What am I talking about? I'm not even hitting you right now. I'm only hitting a 4. Well, I guess
Gotcha.
I'll go ahead and use. I don't actually care. So I'm just gonna fail because I don't care. How often do you flip a black joker and still get missed? End of activation. I am going to discard a card and drop a scheme marker in base contact with me, though.
Solid.
Okay, right there.
Yep. Sounds good.
Cool.
Yeah. End of turn.
End of turn.
We both get the strat.
Yes.
And do you have anything to declare?
No, I don't. I'm assuming that you have set a very effective trap, but we'll see.
I do. I
Okay,
do have
cool.
set the trap, and I'm going to.
So I'm going to score for Carve. I'm not going to declare any other schemes. And so.
And I'm also going to eat this scheme where Sadir was to feed the false claim that did that.
Yeah. Okay.
Effective trap.
So that picks up all the scheme markers, and then we go to next turn. I'm not going to discard any cards. I'm going to shuffle a couple more times for good measure, and then I'm going to draw 6.
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty.
And
Shuffle. We're going to hide that black joker way at the bottom this time. I'm going to keep the one that I have and draw more.
and then you went first, so you would stone first.
Okay, I will go ahead and stone.
Okay. I will not. I'm going to save that last stone. And then very, very quickly before we actually, well, we'll flip initiative, and then I'm going to go to the bathroom super fast. So
I'm going to go grab some water while you do.
okay, initiative.
Initiative. 4.
I got a 10. You're going to cheat.
You have a 10. No, I will not cheat.
Okay.
I will get a pass token this turn, though, I believe.
Yes, you will. All right, cool. I'm going to pause the stream and be right back.
And we can start the
All right, cool. We've returned. While we were away, we cleared some activations and stuff, and we started the clock again. So I won initiative. I'm going first. I guess I just have to go with Linh Ly. I guess. Yeah, sure. What's McCabe's willpower?
5.
Willpower 5. All right. So, start of Linh Ly's activation. She is going to move some stuff. She doesn't need to move herself because she's already in engagement. She is going to move Map so that he is also within engagement of McCabe. And then she is going to move Raijin so that he is...
Map's not a story.
Oh, he's not a story. You're right. He was
I wouldn't have caught it because I keep thinking he is, except you said it like last turn or
no,
something.
you're right. All right, so she cannot move Map, which is fine. She doesn't really need to move herself. She is going to move Raijin, however, so that's going to cause a Sound of Thunder. So that'll be TN. What do you call it?
That one's 13, I believe.
12. No, 12 defense on Sadir and McCabe or stunned. And
Okay, who
damage.
you want first?
Go McCabe first.
Okay. Defense, he will need a 7. Not a 7. We're gonna cheat that, and then
Sure.
Sadir will need a also 7 because they're both defense. Hey, that black joker's out of the way though. So 1 damage and stunned on Sadir.
Okay. 1 damage and stunned on Sadir. She actually can't see Sun Wukong, and I really don't need to move her. So I think that what I'm going to do is I'm going to move Tangyong so that he's like basically like right here engaging a bunch of stuff.
Cool.
And still in auras and all that good stuff. All right, cool. So she will go ahead and use her bonus action. I'm gonna use it on. Do I need to do it on Raijin? Raijin could theoretically die if I don't. So I'm gonna go ahead and use it on Raijin. I am not going to use my well-versed on this. It does indeed go off. So that's going to heal him for 2, and he doesn't have any conditions to remove. She is then going to Confiscated Lore, which she's going to need a 5 for. Goes off with the crow trigger. This time I'll actually do it the right way. And I'm going to declare... let's see here. I'm going to go with crows. Sure, why not? Okay.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm going to go with... I actually want rams. My mistake. Rams. Because I don't want McCabe
Solid
getting all
choice.
those damn rams. Right. I will discard that 11 and that 13 and that 11 and put that and that right there. And then for her second AP, she's going to... Do I do that? I don't know. That's kind of cute. But I don't know. Yeah, I think that's probably the move. That's kind of a weird one, but that's what we're going to do. All right. I am going to use my very last stone for a mask, and I'm going to go ahead and storycraft on McCabe.
Okay.
I am going to use my well-versed on this.
Sounds good.
I'm going to keep that and flip it. So that's going to put me at a 16.
-1, 15.
Yeah, I already did the -1. Cool. So this would give you adversary story, and
good.
then
Yeah, you got it. Sorry.
yeah,
can't
I got
do
it. Okay. Cool.
Hang on. So, actually, 0 to 16.
Yes.
This is your last action,
No, I have another AP.
but you can't target me with this again.
Correct.
Okay. We're gonna go ahead and go to an 18 and say, please
I'll tell
no.
you.
Cool.
Okay. So that's going to give you adversary story. I hit the coordinated attack trigger with the mask that I stoned for, and it's going to let something use well-versed again. I'm going to go ahead and let Lin Ly use her well-versed ability again this turn. I'm going to use the coordinated attack with Tan Gyong. I would have loved to do it with my map, but I can't. So we're going to do it with Tan Gyong.
Okay.
And he's going to be at a plus flip because of the adversary.
I have a 12.
Okay. I have a 12. After the -1. This is hitting a sweeping strikes, which probably not going to take that.
I mean, you could
Well,
if you
it's
wanted to.
I can't actually because it's generated by a trigger. But
Right. Yeah, take it at the negative.
okay, double negative because I think we tied. Yep.
Yeah, we did. Yep.
Week 4-2.
Alrighty. Actually, what am I using stones for in this? Not much. So let's go ahead and use 1, and I'll take none. Nice.
Okay, sounds good. Last AP, Lynn herself is going to take a swing on you. I'm going to use my well-versed. Okay. I'm going to flip 2 cards and flip 2 13s, evidently. I'm going to go ahead and go with the mutilate.
Okay. I have a...
I'm at a 19 down to an 18 right now.
17. I'm at a 17, so you're going off with a negative flip.
Okay. Negative flip with a mutilate. 6.
So 6. All right. We're going to spend my last stone.
Yeah.
And I'll take 4. All right. That could have been better.
And then you're slowed as well from the mutilate. Linson.
Okay. Neat. Cool. Slow button.
I'll take care of it. You do your thing. I don't want to eat up time on your
Thank
clock.
you. Cool. We should probably go with with McCabe here, I would imagine. Um, yeah, that's I could monkey around with the slow, but I think he needs to go first. So first off, draw a card, gain shielded.
Mm-hmm.
Second off, bonus action, we're gonna treasure trove that corpse that I'm standing on slightly.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to needs a 3. Okay then, that is perfect, I guess. Not really, but that goes off.
Sure.
That's going to go away in a second here, but I'm going to take the built-in trigger of Tomb Curse.
Sure.
But what I give myself is the Phantasmal Mask, because Life Leech in just such a situation is fantastic.
It's pretty good, come to find out.
Yeah. And that Treasure Trove, or excuse me, that Tomb Curse is enemy models within Pulse 5 need a 13 willpower or gain stunned.
Okay.
Which is all 4 of your
It's my 4
friends
dudes.
there.
Who do you want me to start with?
Let's start with Lynn.
Lynn. And what's the TN and stat again?
13 willpower.
13 willpower. Okay, so she's going to need an 8, and this would just do stunned, right?
Yep.
Okay. She fails, so she'll gain stunned. I'll do clockwise, so mup map. He would also gain stunned. He would need an 8. I don't super want him to get stunned. That would be pretty terrible. So I am going to cheat so as not to let him get stunned. Tan Gyong is also going to need an 8. He is going to be stunned, which is like not my favorite, but such is life. And then Raijin is also going to gain stunned. Stunned everywhere this game. Okay.
All right. That's a stunning good time.
Yes.
And then with his 2 regular actions,
I think Lynn got stunned. Right?
I'm gonna go ahead and try and Bleeder Lash at Mup Map.
Okay.
Would you
got it.
like to take the hit?
He's got 5. I've got 8 in armor. You don't have the blade right now, or you do?
I do have the blade.
You do have the blade right now. I will. Yeah, I'll take the hit on with Tangyong. Pitch that 4 crow for that. Got myself in base. So you're on Tangyong.
Cool. And he's not under half, so I don't get a positive. So swinging. With a 13 versus defense.
Okay, I'm on a 14. 15.
Okay.
Because math.
15. All right. I'm still worth, I think, cheating that. Let's go to you're at a 15.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's cheat to a 15 as well, because I'm min 3 either way, and I don't care about.
Don't care about armor. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's just gonna have to be fine.
Okay.
So double neg.
Double neg. For min 3, ignoring armor.
Okay. I'll take 3. Ouch. Okay.
Yeah. And we're gonna, for last regular action, try to hit Map up again.
Yeah. I think that's gonna be fine. We'll go on one map this time.
Okay. And swinging.
Mm-hmm.
With a 15.
Okay. 15. I don't love that. I'm gonna have to go up. Okay, we'll go to an 18.
Gonna let that miss.
Okay.
So then, end of my activation, I get the free bonus action on one of my artifact upgrades.
Mm-hmm.
And I can throw that around. We're gonna go with Blade Storm because more hand pressure on you is good.
Sure.
Needs a 5. That is not a 5. You know what? I think that's worth cheating it. So enemy models within Pulse 3 or models within Pulse 3 need a TN 12 defense or take 2 damage.
12 defense or take 2 damage, huh? Okay.
Yep.
That'll be fine.
This
So
is
that's going to
not
be
a
all four of
melee,
my
so your
dudes.
armor will work.
Hmm?
Let's start on Lynn and go clockwise again.
Lynn and go clockwise. Okay, sure. So she's going to need a 6. I already used her well-versed. She's good. I'm going to use Mutt Map's well-versed. I'm going to flip that 10. I'm going to use Tan Gyong's well-versed. I'm going to pitch that, and I'm going to flip another card, which is going to be fine. And then I'm going to use Raijin's well-versed, and I'm going to pitch that, and I'm going to flip another card, and that's going to be fine.
Okay. And then one last thing, I want to see if I can see Sadir. I don't think I can because Raijin is right there. So I'm going to then throw the sword over to the huckster. Huckster, where you at? You are not where I want you. Could be worse though. Yeah, you're gonna be fast. That'll work. So we're gonna throw the sword to the huckster, and that will be McCabe. I will update the grades while you're going.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. It's on me. Oh, I don't like what McCabe is doing right now. No bueno.
Oh, and they'll both gain a shielded. That was the other thing I didn't put out yet.
Okay. So McCabe gains a second shielded. The huckster gains a shielded.
And the huckster gains 1.
And the huckster. Yep. Okay. Okay. So I think. Let me just take a quick look. Ugh. Well, that's interesting. All right. So I think that I could do that, which wouldn't really accomplish anything. All right. So what we're going to do is we are going to... That's not really going to do anything. I guess I just have to kind of put the beats into McCabe, but he's going to heal 1 anytime one of my guys activates, and he's going to have shielded, so my models are going to do essentially net 0 damage with their first attack. Assuming I hit
they're gonna
weaks, and they're going to take damage as well.
They're going to take a damage.
Which is not super awesome. That is very annoying. All right.
What's really fun about that I don't think everybody knows is the heal happens first. So even if there would be shielded or something that would say, I don't take the 1 damage, or Marathon. Marathon's a fun one because she can't take damage, no health. You still heal off of her.
That's pretty funny. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think that what we're going to do is... do I have any tricky stuff that I can do with this guy? That's actually kind of cute. It's actually really cute. All right. Yep. I think that is... that's like not the best, but that's all right. Okay. We're going to go with Mutt Map. Yes, I think that's the move. We're going to go with Mutt Map. We are...
Gonna take a damage, and I'll heal 1.
Yep, I'm gonna take a damage. You're gonna heal 1. I am going to Helped by Booklights on Tangyong. I'm gonna need a 4 for this to go off. I've already used my well versed, so not gonna be doing that. Yeah, goes off. No triggers on this. I am going to end the stunned condition, and then 1 enemy model within 3 inches of the target has to pass a TN12 willpower or gain the ended condition. I'm going to choose McCabe.
Okay.
Actually,
All
can you
right.
go McCabe? Sadir is stunned already. I could stun McCabe, but he's already gone. I might be better off doing it there. I don't think I'm going to be able to kill McCabe this turn. All right. Yeah,
Okay,
I'm gonna do it on McCabe. I'm gonna do it on McCabe.
All right.
Okay.
Let's
So
try that
TN 12
7.
willpower or gain stunned. Hey, he gets it.
Good to go.
Yep. Okay. Mutt Map is going to do the same thing to Raijin. He's going to need a 4 for it to go off. It does not go off. I will cheat an card. I just need to see which one it's going to be. I think it will be this one. Okay. So that's going to remove the stun from Raijin, and same thing, I'm going to try and tap McCabe with it.
Okay. Ooh, not good.
Okay.
You know, we'll take the stunt. He
Okay.
will be a stunned lad.
He is stunned. And then I'm going to boring conversation. Goes off, no trigger. Mutt Map stun.
All right. Cool. We're going to go ahead and gonna go with our Ramon. We're gonna ride with me, which goes off. We're gonna bring our Huckster with us. Don't need to go far. We're just getting away from the bunny. Because you have a 0-inch engagement just like I do. Yay. Huckster, where do you want to go? Honestly, you're okay going there, so long as you're out of 2 of Tanyel. Which, yes. Okay. So that is them. And then our Rough Rider, Patty, is going to go ahead and we're going to shoot at our Paper Tiger friend.
Sure. So inbuilt plus flip is going to just put it at a straight, and then I have cover.
Exactly.
So there you go.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, got me.
17 for me.
Got me by 1, I believe, unless my stat 6. No, okay. Yep, you got me by... Well, actually, I'm +1 stat, so we're tied right now.
Okay, so I'll be at a double neg unless you would like to cheat.
No, double neg is fine.
Okay. Min 2.
Okay.
And then on the second one, I will use my focused.
Sure. Uh-oh. Okay. So that puts you at a 16 to my 6 is a straight, goes to a positive, goes back to a straight because of the cover. That would put me... I don't like to do that. I think I will go up to an 11 to your 16, so that'll put it at a negative, goes to a double negative. Back to a negative because of focus.
Okay. And you're at a 16, you said?
No. I'm at a 11. You're at a 16.
Okay. I'm at a 16. That's where I'm getting that number from. Yeah, we'll take the single neg. That's fine. For a moderate of 3.
Yikes. Okay.
And that'll be the end of Patty, and Patty will declare Vendetta.
Nice. I guess I better go with the Paper Tiger, eh? All right. Well, yeah, if I don't go with the Paper Tiger, then Desper can just murk it. So I'm going to go with the Paper Tiger. Paper Tiger is going to Blown by the Wind. Okay. We are going to place right about here. We are going to push this strat marker here, such that it is outside of an inch of Patty. Desper, however, I don't think I'm going to be able to do anything about if he just decides to leap back. So I'm pretty sure the move is I actually have to put it like underneath Patty, and then the huckster at least has to do wacky stuff. Slightly harder for it to pass. Then, yeah, we're going to put it like right there. Oh no, that's terrible, because then on subsequent turns, I get all jacked up. All right, well.
Yeah, but watch the time. This is probably our last turn. If you
Yeah,
go
probably.
by the timer clock.
Probably. So I'm just going to put it, over here. And then Paper Tiger will just charge, I guess. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To like there.
Okay.
Okay. And we're going to swing. So that's going to be stat 5 on defense. I got an 8, and I forgot to use my well-versed, but that's okay.
I got a total of 8.
Okay, so I'm at a 13.
Alrighty, so that's a negative flip, and the tiger is 2, 4, 5. Yeah,
Yes.
take that negative.
Okay, negative it is. No triggers on this. That's going to be a big week for 2.
Okay.
And then end of his activation, you just have to discard a card because I damaged you.
Okay. Goodbye, 7. Alrighty. This is the strat that's gone. Cool. We're gonna go then with.
Oh, and I think my ski marker actually gets picked up because I pushed my thing over it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I could pick up your strat
we're
marker
gonna
if you want.
I believe it specifies non-strat marker.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Could you know.
That'd be a little weird.
I've seen weirder. We're gonna go with Desper.
Sure.
And we're gonna go ahead and leap.
No, you're gonna fail the leap actually, and you're not gonna have the card to cheat.
I'm gonna fail that leap. I'm gonna fail the leap, but I do have the card to cheat.
Why are you gonna be like that?
Question is, do I need specific thing elsewhere? And the answer I don't believe is yes. So let's go. Yeah, let's go with that mask. And Desper's gonna go here where I am. Within an inch of, or I'm not touching the bunny.
Yep.
But I should be within an inch of both of the, yeah, totally within an inch of both of those. We're going to go ahead and attack the tiger.
Sure.
With my hidden blade.
I'll use my well-versed that I forgot to
I'll
use.
use the focus. Yeah,
I'll
use my focus.
Pitch that 3 and flip a real card, which is slightly better. And not as good as that, though.
I'm going to... Yep, I'll take that 18 with double crit drag for min 3.
Okay. You got it.
Cool, so...
I'm at a 13. Yeah, 13 to 18
negative
flip. You got it.
Cool. Moderate
Splat.
of an overwhelming 5.
Okay. And he doesn't turn into anything. He just goes poof.
Yep. Huckster's going to be fast. I need to remember that. Yeah. Let's go ahead and then kick the ball, specifically yours, back over the line. And that'll be Desper.
Okay, sounds good. Let's see here. So I guess I'm just gonna have to go with... I'll go with Tangyong, sure. So he'll take a damage. You'll heal 1. Oops, I went the wrong way. Okay. Then he's going to go ahead and use his bonus action. Needs a 5 to go off, as I recall. Just barely snuck it in So that's just going to heal all my guys for 1 and deal 1 damage to you, which is actually just going to reduce your shielded. So your shielded goes down by 1. And then I will take a swing on Mr. McCabe.
Okay. 19.
Pretty good. I'll take a swing again.
Okay.
Slightly better.
Less good. 11.
Okay. I'm at a 18 or 19 goes down to 18. And this is hitting a sweeping strike, which won't matter.
And you didn't use focus on this. You'll be at a straight, though. Yeah, go for it.
Straight flip. Moderate for 4.
All right. I will take 3 and my shielded will be gone.
Okay. Tangyong's going to be done.
All right. Tricky. All right. We're going to go with Vernon and Wells.
Sure.
They are going to Falling Skies.
Okay.
Which does not go off because that needs a 5.
Okay.
That sucks. Do I just do it again? Do it again.
Okay. Do it again.
Alrighty then, Vernon Wells, you're just so excited by the very scientific monkey man in front of you.
Just trying to make sense of it. It's like an Island of Dr. Moreau kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, no, that'll be them, I think. Yeah. Because I can't hope for Rocket Man to get out of there because that's still a walk, so I can't actually leave engagement with it. I will try to see if we get Celestial Navigation out of it, though.
Sure.
Onward, walking somewhere. I get Rocket Man because why the heck not? So I gotta stay within 2 of Sun, and we'll just end up. Right about there. Because why not? And that'll be them. All you?
Okay. Sounds good. I will. Let's see here. And so I go with Raijin, and then McCabe heals. And then the chances of me actually being able to kill him are slim. I'd have to hit a moderate on 2 attacks, which is not super awesome. So, okay. I don't think there's any way that I can do anything about that. There's really nothing I can do about that. I would have to push that thing twice, which I can't do. If I could walk down. You've still got the Huckster to fuck with stuff over there. All right, well, I guess I just got to go for points, right? So I'm going to go with the Bookkeeper. Bookkeeper is going to clone itself to make sure I don't goof this up. We're going to walk 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to walk 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are going to efficiency. I'm going to use my well-versed. I'm going to pitch that. I'm going to flip a card, which is still not going to be enough to get it, and he's going to be done.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah. We're both missing those key target numbers.
Yeah.
Um, we're going to go with the Huckster, who is fast because she got handed a lightsaber this
Yep.
turn. She is gonna... just really try to wheedle in here by... Yeah, I should be able to pass that corner of the house. To get to within an inch of the thing, kick the ball. Way in there. And then... we will... so I can do that, or I can... not gonna get there. That's fine. She'll go ahead and try for another false claim. Needs a 6. Vern Wells couldn't get that card because I needed that just in case. So toss that scheme there, and that scheme. So roughly there, just in case you got ways of picking them up. And that'll be her. Actually, I do have a bonus action. Yeah, actually, let's do that. We're going to try for Blade Storm on her
saucy.
lightsaber. So this needs a
Sure.
5. That's a 5.
Sure.
So models within Pulse 3 need a TN defense, duel, or suffer 2 damage.
Sure.
Which will include Desper and Patty, but it will also include Tan and the Rabbit.
Okay. So Tan Gyong. Tan Gyong fails. He'll take, I guess, 2, right? Because do you still ignore his armor?
No, because that is only on melees.
Okay, that's fine.
So you'll take
and
1.
The Rabbit passes.
Cool.
It's evasive anyway, so it doesn't matter. But I still had to flip a card.
Yeah, that's fair. Yep, I'll take it in a severe out. Desper will need a 7. Yeah, 7. That is your cards. I can't hit the button for that one. Desper will take 2. And Patty will need also a 7. And will also take 2. So that was super fun. And your shot.
That's funny. Okay. All right. What's Desper's engage range?
1.
1? Okay. All right. So here's the part where the Rabbit tries for the YOLO. I do have to walk to get into engagement with you. And then I'm going to swing on you, which you'll be at a double negative to defend on. I got pretty high.
I got a 9.
Okay. I'm at a 14 to 9, so negative flip.
Oh, and you'll be -1 because the Huckster's there.
Okay. So negative flip. That's fine.
You're already negative. So
Yeah, you're right. You take 1. Doesn't matter. Yep.
Cool.
And he's done. He doesn't have a bonus action.
Okay. I think it's probably time for Sadir to create violence. Actually, no. We have Luna still. Might as well. Luna, dig me up a relic, because this will be fun. That is, in fact, 1 relic. We're going to give Sadir the other lightsaber. Or rather, we are going to pick up the lightsaber, and then we're going to, with her bonus action, which will be a regular action, try to give it to Sadir, which goes off. And then that is Luna.
Okay. That's fine. She's done. Okay.
Yep, that is her.
I will go with Raijin, I guess. McCabe's going to heal 1. Raijin is going to swing on McCabe. At a plus flip on this. Pretty good.
I have a 16.
Okay. I have an 18 goes down to a 17. So negative flip. No triggers on this. Moderate for 3.
Ooh.
Okay.
My shield
And I
is
get to
gone,
place you within an inch of me, which
Okay.
just put you there. That's fine.
All right.
Okay. And then I'll swing on you again.
Cool.
Ooh.
That is
19 goes to an 18.
Cool.
So straight flip.
Not much I can do about it.
We do.
He's hanging on with 1 wound, folks.
Sure is. Not going to Juggernaut. I'm done.
Okay.
But then I think you're clocked out, right?
Sadir has yet to go.
No, I mean, I
Just
think you're
gotta
clocked out because the clock ends at
Oh, yeah.
107,
At
30
107,
seconds.
okay.
Yeah. So then
Cool.
it goes to me, and I guess I'll just go with the story. Yeah, that's the only way I'm going to be able to do it. He's going to charge 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to here. He's going to swing on you.
Okay.
Got not that great. Okay.
Yep, 17.
17. I'm just going to have to miss. And I will swing again.
11.
A little better. Okay. That's going to be a 17 goes down to a 16. Okay. So negative flip.
Negative flip. Mm-hmm.
Negative
Find
flip.
that black.
No black.
Or 2 severe.
Did indeed get 2 severes. Before you remove yourself, however, what's Sadir's engage?
1.
1. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, because you actually place first. That's cool.
Correct. Correct. Oh, it's ignoring models and terrain, so it doesn't matter. Okay, and then he's going to speed of a meteor. He's going to use his well-versed. Hey, it goes off. And he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And drop a scheme marker. And he is done.
All right. Cool.
And then I don't actually have anything else to go with. And I think that's game, right?
Yep.
I don't have any models left. Yep. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I do not score the strat this turn. I will score in your face.
At the buzzer. That was really nice.
Well, I mean, when I killed McCabe, it did it because he was next to Lynn. But yeah. There wasn't
just saying,
anything
like,
I was
last
going to be able to do
activation,
to score or deny. And yeah, I got it at the buzzer. So that's going to score me in your face. My second scheme, I unfortunately am not going to score because I didn't put enough heat into Vernon and Wells. But it was a Vendetta.
Vendetta.
So, yeah. Cool.
They're
So,
a tricksy one for Vendetta.
yeah, they are.
I have... Cool. So that brings you to...
I got 2 points, Roman.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
1 for Carve
I
and
got-
1 for in your face, and then you're gonna get a Carve point, and you're gonna get you get your end game set the trap point, right?
Yep. And I get the end game, or I get 1 point for Vendetta.
1 point for Vendetta.
Because
So
yeah.
cool. Sounds good.
So,
Good game.
yeah, 5-2.
2.
Yeah, very good game.
That was a lot of fun.
That was fun. Yeah, I knew I was gonna like the library story crew. I just hadn't got to see them on the table.
Yeah.
Outside of a testing environment,
Mm-hmm.
and just seeing that, I always like to take some space after something gets released. I'm like, I don't want to have old versions floating through my head, and yeah. So yeah, I knew I was gonna like this. That's really cute, though. I didn't think about Lucky with the bunny putting you at double negatives on defenses against the bunny. That is
funny.
hilarious.
It's hilarious. I mean, it still doesn't do that much. I mean, if you happen to get lucky and get some crow triggers, then sure, you might be able to put slow out. But yeah, it's cute.
Yeah.
The bunny's usually there for
also
stuff like set the trap,
Yeah.
which would have been, in retrospect, probably a better pick than Vendetta. I think In Your Face was still a fine pick, just because that's kind of how Lindley works. And In Your Face with this crew is really, really tough to deny the end game point because there's 4 models that are all tied for highest cost.
Yeah.
So that's usually a pretty safe pick for her. Vendetta's a little tricky because, like, I don't really have enough damage output, especially where I knew that your crew was going to be spreading out, and taking it on Vernon and Wells was just like a bad move, because I knew that they were going to be off on the flank and I wasn't going to be able to put concerted pressure into them, and I forgot that they had Arcane Shield too, which was very annoying.
Yeah.
So my whole plan was that I
Honestly,
was going to use Sun Wukong and then use Journey to the West and drop you into one of the pieces of Hazardous on whichever flank you happen to go to, and then just let that kind of work on pinging you down plus my damage to score the point. But I forgot that you had Arcane Shield, and I'm like, okay. Kind of puts a cramp on that.
Yeah.
Puts a cramp on that plan.
Yeah. What I would honestly do with your crew, if
Yep.
you're down in Texas and the opponent doesn't give you a good 8 or 9 stone model to take that on in this crew, I would take it with your bookkeeper, because Curse Translation is not bad. You
No,
don't
it's
care
really
about
not.
engagement. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really
And
not bad.
If whatever you're, yeah, if they have something next to whatever you're targeting, if it has worse defenses, you're just pinging a damage. You just have to get them down to just above half or just at half before the bookkeeper goes.
Yeah. And like, one of the other things that I did this game, which was definitely kind of a mistake, is typically speaking with this crew, I take one I take one strat marker and send it down a flank. And then the other one I send kind of down the middle, because I usually have a lot of models that are going to jam up the middle. And most of the time I can kind of like dominate that space, which is really what the bookkeeper was for. It was the original plan with the bookkeeper was use it on turn 1 and maybe turn 2 for the efficiency interact, so that I could push one of the strat markers down the middle, and then I have like a bunch of other models that can just kind of incidentally push it back if you try and push it out. And then use the Curse Translation to, that plus some other stuff, like using Sun Wukong's, Speed of a Meteor to do Set the Trap. But at the very last minute, I was like, I'm going to take Vendetta instead, because I'm good at this game. And and totally picked not the scheme that I had models in my crew set up to help me score. Same thing for Jade Rabbit. Like, I can just, end of turn, if you have a couple of models that are grouped up together, or even just a model, I can just double walk it, pitch a card, and drop a scheme marker next to you, and then I still have Sun Wukong and the bookkeeper to also do that, and I didn't do those things. So definitely a bad call there.
Better to learn it here than on the day of.
Yeah, for sure. Because, my hope was that I was going to be able to get at least one of the markers down a flank. This particular game, I ended up getting kind of the wrong one down a flank, but and then score with the center one too. But yeah, there we go. Live and learn. It's a tricky crew. There's a lot of layers to it, for sure.
Yeah. I also want to call out the only reason I got that end of game point for the one strat for Lay the Trap is because I got lucky with that 1 point of damage on Tan Yong with the Blade Storm. I think if I'd have had another activation, Sadir would have been able to, like, assuming I could get him out of engagement with Raijin, I can then just start shooting in there, and he's gonna do some damage.
Yeah.
But
good odds.
Getting out of engagement with a move 4 and no cards in hand. But yeah, I got lucky on that one, and your ping heal from Tan to get Matmup and himself above half. That was a solid play. Like, I was impressed with that. Oh no.
Yeah, I was. I mean, at that, I had no cards left in my hand. The only thing I had left was a black joker. So I'm like, I just gotta have Tan Kyung pass this, and then he didn't. So I'm like, all right, well, that's a point. Okay. Yeah. The other thing that I could have done, which in retrospect may have actually been a better call, was using map. I could have, instead of clearing the stunned off of Raijin, which in the grand scheme of things wasn't useful and didn't actually do anything to help advance my plan, I could have used Take a Look on Tan Gyong and given him a heal for 2. But I didn't. So that, yeah.
or heck, when he took the ping from, can he reduce to 0 when he takes damage from someone?
I mean, only if he has shielded on him. So that was kind of the other hope, was that on one of the attacks I made on McCabe, that maybe I'd luck my way into a defensive fighting trigger and then stack some shielded on him. Because that
No, I meant, can he reduce it on the person he's taking it from to 0?
Oh,
So, like,
with map,
if
like his front of card aura.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to a minimum 0.
Okay, so then what he could have done whenever 10 took the ping from the huckster.
No, he can only take damage off red library models.
Oh, and not stories. Okay.
Right, because that would be broken.
Yeah, that would be wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, he can only take it off red libraries. So like in this crew, typically speaking, I usually take map just because he kind of enables some stuff, and like boring conversation is just good, and then he can do like the incidental support stuff. But in this story heavy crew, the only things that he can actually share damage with are Lin 2 and the Jade Rabbit, which almost never comes up. And then if I happen to take like a Bookkeeper or Mia. So he can't share it with any of the stories because none of them also have red library.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
That said, like that's a minor thing to lose given the rest of his
Oh yeah.
hit.
Yeah. I mean,
especially boring convo with their with well versed, like amazing. I love it.
yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, the boring conversation is amazing, and I actually I didn't notice this until the other day when I was playing against Brandon, but his boring convo is a stat 7. You only need a 6 to get it off. So he's plus stat on like every other model in the game that has it. And just him being height 3 with it is huge because there aren't other height 3 boring conversations out there. Yeah. Very, very solid. Cool. Well, I'd say that pretty well wraps things up. I hope anybody who does tune in for the recording or is stuck around for the end of the stream has enjoyed it. Any parting thoughts for the folks before we go?
Not specifically for the folks, but clearly you and I have to have another game because now we're 1-1.
I know, we're tied.
And I'm already looking forward to it because that was excellent and fantastic and fun.
Yeah, that was fun. That was a really tricky game. Lots of fun. One thing I'm gonna have to do is it's a little bit easier, I find, to what do you call it? To state a time when I'm playing in Meat Space, just because there's a lot of the little micro movements that are a lot faster. But this is definitely a crew that like running up against the clock is a very real concern with. So I have to make conscious efforts to make sure that I take schemes that I can score both points on turn 2, like if at all possible, because there's a good likelihood that I could clock out. And if I only get to turn 3, turn 4, not great. So, I mean, with Misaki, I can play super, super, super fast. This crew, I do play pretty fast with, but there's just so much going on, especially on Vassal, that it eats up time.
Yep, 100%. That's definitely a thing I will say to everybody online is like, unless you are playing significantly more Vassal than you are in person, it is faster to play in person. Because I've been playing,
for sure, not
with all of Texas's extra stuff with clocks, but I've been playing with clocks here and there, and like, if it's a crew I halfway know well, and remember to hit the button, it's almost hard to clock out on them.
Yeah.
Unless it's one where it's like, oh, this happens, then this happens, then this on like one action or something.
Right.
That'll eat up time.
Yeah, that's one thing I will say about this crew is, especially if you start doing really abusive stuff with like Linh Ly and Story of Raijin, you can cause so many simple duels that it can chew up your clock like pretty fast. Not like Wong levels, but it's a real concern.
Yeah. Yeah, solid. Best of luck to you in Texas. And just watch out for that clock, because I'm also very interested to hear. Yeah, I'm interested to hear your thoughts after playing with the extra like Texas once you're clocked out stuff, because I like playing on clocks. At least on paper, the extra like you can't do defensive triggers or anything like that. I'm like, that seems like a bit much.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing that I'm going to be taking into consideration, and like, this is my experience in Texas is really going to inform my decision making on how I approach clocks for Captain Con. I am almost certainly going to be utilizing them in one form or fashion, but I don't know if I'm going to be using exactly the same clock rules that like Texas and the Pacific Northwest do. I don't see any reason that you shouldn't be able to, cheat cards in your hand and utilize defensive triggers and stuff like that. Like you just can't. You can't take actions. Like, it doesn't make sense to me that you're allowed to use soul stones, but not allowed to cheat cards from your control hand. I'm going to have to dig a little bit deeper into that. But I'm a clock novice, so we'll just see how things shake out at the event. Cool.
I look forward to hearing about it.
Yeah, absolutely. And with all that said, as always, folks, keep your conversations boring and stay weird.
Cheers.